다른 챔피언스들이랑은 좀 다르게 접근하고 있는 것 같습니다. 오히려 저보다도 멘탈이 센 동생들도 있고 또 저보다 잘 쏘는 동생들도 있고 형도 있고 사실 그렇기 때문에 오히려 제가 더 안 무너지는 모습이 필요하다고 생각하고 있고
It's you or us in the next phase. I won't let it be you.
I think we used to lower bracket. This time we just trying to be confident. There's no fear at all.
You sure, bro? There's no fear at all? You sure, bro?
We've been through a lot and it's hard to keep that consistency up. Back in Berlin we had maybe bad times and bad moments.
See you later, Heretics! Team Heretics will have to wait a little longer before they get their shot at redemption.
But I hope that we're gonna get our revenge and go up to the final.
Team Heretics. We kind of know how they play style because we used to beat them before.
We used to beat them. We used to, not we. Sudah terbiasa kah melawan?
We played HyperX in the past in Madrid when we were rookies and we were the new team to join international.
There's no hope, no chance in hell! HyperX eliminating the Spanish favorites.
We were too emotional back then. It was pretty painful lose, but we've learned a lot. I'm really confident to play against them. This time we will shoot back and fight.
Renji, I'm waiting for your stand up. I'm waiting for your loudness, but I will be louder.
Please. Cuma butuh satu kali menang coba tonton mereka, oke? Wait, be right back.
Team Heretics.
It's time for the elimination matches we've all been waiting for, and here comes Heretics, a squad that's looking to right the wrongs of the past and push forward in this competition. But on the other side, the HyperX train was halted, but the question on everyone's mind is whether or not they can make it to the next station.
Lock in, guys, lock in, guys.
They gotta go through Heretics first and foremost.
Absolutely, and I think the word of the day is pressure between both of these teams. The mental resilience and the internal demons that are going to be battering to ensure that they can play up to their own standards. Both of these squads have been struggling so far, but they have no more second chances. It's all on the line, it's all elimination, and one more stop before they can get to that potential top 4 and that change of arenas.
Yeah, let's take a look at the maps here. Team Heretics has decided to ban the Sunset. We saw it the other day and probably not going to be repeated after the new composition, probably not working for them.
Oh, yeah.
They decide to go for the Ascent. HyperX deciding to go for that bind. I like how they're playing into their strengths. One of the things that we did mention the other day that we have not today about Team Heretics, Wood, the agents, what is he going to be playing? Where is he going to be comfortable? Well, on this first 2 maps, we should not be seeing a lot of Viper. We should be looking at a lot of double duelists for Team Heretics.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, you can tell, I think that Team Heretics didn't have a lot of reps on the bind. I really like that selection and holding on that pick. But I think when it gets to this state of the game, when it gets to this level of pressure on the stage at international events, prep can go out the window. It comes down to the form factor. Are the individuals feeling it? Did the players wake up on the right side of the bed on a given day? That can be the defining, those can be the defining factors.
The cider being Lotus after what we saw yesterday with HyperX. I'm actually very happy with this map, Vito. Bind looks so good for HyperX. They only lost it once at the beginning of the year, and they've been flawless on it. So understandable to take the grounds, and understandable to see that we've seen great performances for the teams. I remember HyperX also losing that Ascent against GiantX. We've seen reps left, right, and center. But as you said, Brent, it's all about the pressure today. A Team Heretics that has encountered PRX in many stages of their careers, but they have never been able to beat them.
Yeah, folks, if you have not gotten prepared for this one, get ready for a slobber knocker. because you're about to see two squads who genuinely are going to do the only thing they know how to do. Leave it all on that stage to try and push forward in this tournament. We're talking about young, dynamic players over on the Heretics side, stalwart veterans over on the PaperX side. You literally got narratives on narratives on narratives over here. You think we cooked this thing up and we're faking it. But like the reality is, this is what it's all about. And there you can see the support as well coming in from some of the Heretics family.
Boost that.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
And it really is. The pressure is on in ways that neither team is ready for, but they got to meet the moment.
I mean, it's cinema here today. For Heretics as well, they're a squad that have been trying to reach even greater heights than their previous year, where they set that bar all the way to the finals, weren't able to bring it over the line despite having 2 chances to do it. To be potentially named one of the best teams in the world, they missed their chance. And this entire year has been disappointment after disappointment for them. And now they have one more opportunity to see if they can extend it to keep it going. But they are up against the winners of the last Masters. It's not going to be easy.
What's insane is that both of these teams have felt the feeling of hitting the near top of the mountain in this sport, and they have both crumbled at that finish line. But now they have to send each other home. This is as wild as it gets, man, but here's the agent select.
Yeah, not everybody can make the top 4. We do not see or expect surprises here for Ascend. PaperX running the Vice and also the Sage, something that we did not touch on. It is something, and Miniboo going up against in this head-to-head, especially and more specifically about the operator usage, all the snipers. Both of these players are going to be probably leaning towards them, especially with Team Heretics, the swap between Woods and Miniboo that we keep seeing, especially in this map. But most importantly, Miniboo has always loved the Marsha, the Outlaw, and I expect them, even from the attack, to just bring it out, because I consider that to be a win condition for both of the teams.
Absolutely. I think Heretics on their attack side too of Ascent, going up against the double Sentinel comp, you're really going to be tested in terms of how you can work the map. Ascent, you're really going to be tested in terms of, can you find out where the Sage Wall is? Can you avoid it most of the time? Can you find the Vice setup? Can you bait it out? Yeah.
Okay, energi bagus. Energi bagus. Okay.
It's an uphill battle from the get-go here for Heretics, but you got to think that they've come in ready.
It's literally a clash of styles here with a double Sentinel and double Duelist composition. But I'm curious to see if PaperX, despite them playing double Sentinel, do they want to get more aggressive, not allow Heretics to be able to get comfortable, get moving? Does Heretics try and just sock PaperX in the face a couple of times? Let's find out, folks. There's only one of these teams will make the top 4 and play under the lights of the A-Core Arena. So let's go ahead and send it over to your casters. It's Pansy and Sideshow.
Thank you so much, GB. The desk there kind of teeing us up for an incredibly high skill ceiling game between these two. But again, it feels like a matter of heart when you're looking at these two teams, a matter of form coming into the stage. But what's the defining factors to your eye here between these two in this matter of survival?
I think it's all about the mental game. I think you're bang on. You need a critical attitude to become a great player. But in such high pressure scenarios, it can become a negative attitude. And I think that is the balance that these players are having to face right now.
Bakal lemes lagi nggak nih? Nggak. Gue nggak mau ngomong apa deh. Gue cuma mau pengen nonton, please banget. Gue pengen nonton HyperX tapi pas gue di sana. Jadi
very recently broke that and are hoping it never happens again. But the collapse we've just seen from them would indicate otherwise. Good starts, momentum, and avoiding those negative voices in your mind.
Okay.
Have to avoid it somehow. Run from it almost. It will be Heretics on the attack, PaperX obviously on the defending side, and a simplistic start. Direct
kalau PS ini balik masih bakal ke Paris. Tetap udah beli tiket kesal. Karena tujuannya juga bukan buat nonton HyperX dong.
Really good for going for diffusers in this spot. It looks like he just wants to wall off the players in main.
Okay.
Yeah, something already. Good start here, taking away Woot, and I will be keeping track of that man as well. Self-critical to this point.
Udah beli tiket bus sama tiket ininya.
Tiket
Champions.
And PRX looking for that springboard in. This could be the start. It's not. Miniboo shuts that down quickly. Pretty Heretics keeping this strong.
Bisa gini, Cok.
Again, it doesn't always seem like a Madness game when it comes to PaperX. They can go against those odds. Here we go. Heretics looking solid in that post plant.
Really good idea from them as well. They seem to anticipate the retake coming through from PaperX, and the fact that they needed to play on site before it ever happened indicates some decent theoretical ideas for the way that PaperX want to approach a retake. Nobody got locked off in A main.
And also also kind of leading into this as well, there has been that a little additional touch of time.
Tapi tim yang gue nonton tuh HyperX pasti nomor 1. Kedua di RX. Ketiga NRG.
Yeah, I think that could be maybe a bigger mental
Dan NRG kemarin menang begituan.
well because it's so fresh in your mind. Stingers, regen armor, and again looking towards A. Jing without those 2 slows. Probably doesn't want to invest the wall here as well because it's an expensive piece of util.
Double stack back of Jing. See if Heretics can keep this clean. That'll be on the forefront of their minds, but HyperX always a threat. Forsaken with a quick reminder, but slowly shut down. Heretics keep the site. Like to slowly make it in, but Wu taking the space up door. That was a belter of a shot. Doesn't quite find much more, but Divide, if you can do a touch more damage, that's not bad at all. No real rest to be found. That smoke already dissipating. This is now becoming more and more uphill. And already watching this stacked up. A nice try for Divide. He's certainly giving it a solid go, but I feel the Heretics really making sure there's no naughtiness to be had here.
And here's where the regen armor comes in so clutch, because there's still 3 players that don't have to rebuy in the next round. This is why so many people are liking this buy. You see it in a flash there from Patman with his Sheriff. We're talking about the heights. And some of the lows, of course, but if you get the best out of these 2 teams today, it could be another all-timer match. As we've just seen a couple of those the day before. It's just about which version of these teams approaches the stage.
And that's the scary thing, though, is to try and understand what it takes to activate that level between both of these sides.
Untuk HyperX menang Champions setara sama keinginan gue buat di RX menang.
Arguably some of the best form I've seen him in, but
ya gue pengen tim yang belum pernah menang Champions atau enggak, gue pengen tim yang belum pernah megang piala sama sekali megang.
Protocol list working well, forcing off something and allowing this walk up.
Pushing something back. This space over towards tree not
Tapi gue pengen HyperX menang ini gitu, karena gue pengen nonton. Jadi gue nonton 1 match mereka lah, minimal banget.
So this is fake pressure.
Gue nggak tahu ini gimana tapi.
Now only late around the minute mark starting to adjust and pull 3-4 players in that direction.
Tuh banget tim kuda hitam keren aja menang.
He is left solely alone on B. Does have the support of the utility, sure, but
well, here's the wall that just came out from Jing, so now they don't have to worry about A-main, and they might catch the timing to go back and reinforce Patman's position.
It's been indicative they're very aware of how PaperX like to play this, but already penny dropping for PaperX. It's been silent. Absent of presence towards Ace, already reinforcing this side of the map, but depending on his burst potentially to get them through this choke, it's hard to make happen now.
30 seconds left.
Very alone over by Switch. The timing not terrible. 20 seconds. Feeling like I'm watching Fnatic here, but Wu does nicely towards Divide. Patman towards the back of the side, but now going to be pressured and cleared. That's a problem. That opens up the plant, and now you've already got these post-bomb positions working wonders. Heretics, oh dear me. That is a message sent, and a very well-prepared message.
Miniboo getting out to a 6-0 start. When you're looking at players that can really feel that pressure and have the negative voices going, he's one of them. And you get him fired up like this, it's going to do such wonders. That's a nightmare beginning for PaperX too. You're on the defense side of Ascent, playing double Sentinel, and you fail to stop the B hit. Benji's always going to be bringing the energy. You think back to that game that they had these 2 teams at Madrid. He and Neilzinho were talking some smack. And
I love it. The game I still love it though. I will say that every day of the week. 100%.
I think that you can always talk your game in order to bring the energy up. The only problem is when you go quiet when you're losing. You can't
udah weh momentum yang kemarin jadi bawa sampai sekarang dong, PaperX.
Once you start going on some kind of losing streak.
And you've got to then think of it from PaperX's side, who came off an incredibly hard series against Fnatic, felt what it's like to lose after what's been a fantastic streak from them, internationally doing very well, then having to pick themselves back up and then seeing this confidence, this good read, this good approach. Miniboo on form, you got Benji up and giving it. It could pounce those problems. So a very early timeout for PaperX.
Super early, but I think probably necessary, because PaperX had the defensive players in position on B, but they didn't contest those duelists diving out at all. Woot get the dive out into Switch, but Miniboo also teleported to Market, and Boo managed to TP in as well. So 3 players passed the Vice Util within a second. So any one of those on their own would be isolated, but when all 3 go in together, PaperX need to be taking those challenges earlier on.
brutal round to come back in on. Obviously, the finances far from pretty, and Minibu so prepared. Catching Forsaken almost instantaneously.
Forsaken and Jing fighting over this area and getting battered was actually what part of the reason PaperX lost this map to Giants. They couldn't stabilize in that game either.
Turning worries, really.
Yeah, but
nah, gue kemarin kaget anjing PaperX Ascent bisa menang lawan
G2
tuh.
They've been able to get by with this composition. But I do think there've been worries in Pacific about how good they've been on the defense side. It should be a great comp, but they haven't been able to stomp teams on the defense.
This round, yeah, we're not expecting wonders from this round. It'd be nice to see them just start feeling out the game a bit, get that kind of, you know, feel of this.
It's a good piece of the wall to break there because it stops something and Jing going for that aggro swing. Got to predict them on a high ground setup though as you go around the corner.
Still going through the motions of at least checking towards one, and there's a flying something.
Okay.
Jing will connect, but so far Heretics navigating all these hurdles. They've opened up this pathway, and they seem very mentally prepared for what PaperX would be like to be doing, but yeah, very diligent too, ensuring there's no one hidden away. You saw Rien's taking that extra second before the plant, and now with that downtime is on their side, Heretics looking like they're off to a dream beginning, unless Patman and Divide do something rather special here. And, well, looking at the positions, the second he comes around this corner, the firing squad kicks in. Not really relenting either, very much willing to take a brawl on it.
It's not like Divide can particularly aid him. Door, smoke. Very little chance here for Patman and Divide to be able to do much. And in a spot, if Rienz is hitting like that, think back to how he was playing on Ascent recently. He's been a monster on this map. But now, also, Yoruwalt available for Minibu, who's got up to a 7-0 beginning, yet to die. That's going to allow you, it's probably your best ult to be able to use on the attack side. Get a ton of information, run past defensive setups, coordinate with the rest of your team. You can combo it with Rien's ultimate, you can combo it with a Paranoia. This has a strong chance of going 5-0 and essentially PaperX being out of the map before it's even begun.
An investment from something that operator out as early as financially possible. You heard it there. Ult coming in, Minibu taking a lot of space off this. And PaperX opting to try and play close. Okay, Jing, does he get to live? No! Heretics! Absolutely decimating this up-close hold from PaperX. Oh, I'm worried. I'm really worried. This will take the wind out of your sails.
Hello?
They're going to need something special from PaperX. Get them some light here.
They've got to try to fight over towards this. You hate to do it because your economy's in a horrible place and it's the percentage play to save, but then you're down 0-5. I feel like you have to give one of these a try at some point. Instead, they're backing it up and they don't even save Patman. Something scurrying back over towards B. And these are the kind of decisions that
lagi nggak pede gitu loh. Jadi kalah telak juga bukan kayak 1v1
trying to get
apa.
posted on an aggressive line towards B main. And he's going to feel like his team needs him, and yet he had no hope of even being involved in this round.
This is a complete shutout. I'm a little worried here. And it's one of those things with PaperX, I do feel they're against the odds team. The amount of times in that G2 series, for example, PaperX would go down a pick, you know, Forsaken might TP in somewhere, he's going to be picked, and then suddenly you'll get a bailout from something, or from Jing. Pick any of the other players, they'll get you 3. You always have to give them that little extra room to play it.
Yeah, within a round, I do agree that they'll come back from almost anything.
Sedih kalau
PaperX.
si Andrew.
That's where I have more questions. And my biggest concern here is this play. Because Woot dashing over the top to get that jump on a Forsaken should never be working out. Obviously, you can trade out Woot in that spot, and that's perfectly fine. But Woot straight up winning the duel worries me.
There's a lot of worries starting to come here, because we wanted a close affair between these two, but the ripple effect from losing this map, if they do, or going down at this sort of scoreline for PaperX, may nullify all of those exciting prospects we were waiting for, to see the best of these two sides. They tried to support and supplement what they remained with. Those weapons they tried to desperately drag across still. Something with that operator. But Heretics have had every answer so far.
This has to be the round where PaperX answer back. They have something posted incredibly deep on this A line. Just as his gate crash disappears, he's going to stay confident, stay posted. That should give them decent information. that things are not heading towards an A split
Jingnya
later on in
rotate
the round.
kasih Jingnya rotate tuh.
Or if they are, that literally everyone is coming through catwalk. And Jing still with the wall, now posts it up, and now you can focus purely on that B split.
Iya,
The
tapi
Team Heretics comp is going to love to try to do.
Kepancing kah?
I do like this test as well. Making those
Something
rotations hard to commit to.
They don't even know the wall's there. That's the first that Benji spots of it.
Yeah, 44 seconds and noting it now.
But with something still holding on to A main, I think they can be very confident.
Oke,
that you
Jing
should
situ.
keep
Oke, BA3 guys.
B.
BA3 guys.
But remember, both duelists managed to get in before with no problem. So you still have to fight B main.
Sitting back now, 20 seconds.
Same pathing.
Yeah,
Aduh,
very
ngeri
similar to
banget.
before. Exactly the same. Does it work out the same, however? No
Aduh,
instantaneous fight
ngerinya.
over towards this area.
Oh.
14 seconds.
Okay, nice,
Really
nice,
on
nice.
the door.
Nice Wolfpack, man.
That's the team we were waiting to see.
What a triple kill from Patman.
Oke, cabut
Benji
aja.
Fishy left with it all to do. Spike down, no chances.
Tapi dia tadi aware loh.
It's not going to be
better.
Feeling great about his own impact, but he actually was
Nice.
crucial to be
Round by round,
on
round.
the B site. You see
Nah,
that they
mainnya
put a bit of
detik-detik
pressure on
terakhir,
Minibu's position
anjing.
as well. Minibu got the teleport into market. There was at least somebody fighting him, a recon dart in his face, spammed through the wall, but it's Patman's triple kill here at lane that is a huge difference maker.
Oh, that is lovely from him, isn't it?
They're still allowing Heretics to actually get into the front of the site and try something. A little more passive than I would expect from PaperX, but they're getting their macro in the right places.
They do it again. Something. This is what we want to see. Confidence. Take a gamble. Take a risk. He's taking a lot of space. That
Tahun
can
nggak tuh
happen.
kamera? Tahun kamera? Enggak dong.
It was a
Nice
touch
thing.
lane, so somebody
Woo.
does get to strike
Nice.
first. Big scalp to be claiming on Woot, and he gets away. Early man advantage.
Very nice.
That's the kind of play that'll
Oh,
get
Woot
something
itu
into the game.
duelist dia.
Siapa?
One away from getting his
Woot,
ult
ya.
online as well. Combo with Patman
Enggak,
is
Woot
on.
kadang
Again,
main
after his triple
duelist,
kill on
kadang
B in the
main
previous round
initiator.
would be lovely for a retake.
Tapi biasanya dia initiator
The
tuh.
voice setup has gone fully over the way, so this is a big switch up in the defensive setup.
I just can't die in front of it.
Yeah.
Yes. Seen some of these Heretics players hitting shots, but the test then falls
Wah,
once
nge-pick
again
nih.
towards something.
Wah, nge-pick si anjing.
On the drone.
I think he wants it.
Fuck,
Oh,
you whiff.
That's a little upsetting. That's going to sour the mood, I'm sure. But this isn't opening a site. That's
Yes,
taking away
what?
one from middle, but it does isolate the two sides remaining, really, for PaperX.
It's definitely confident, but in a 5v4 scenario, maybe those are the kind of plays that you could cool down on.
That's lovely. Fry now. Going to be noted.
Ngerinya.
To play from, but Heretics running the court very low. This feels reminiscent near on Fnatic with the time as it is. Spike now making his way through towards main.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
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 Forsaken.
Nice 4 seconds.
Nice.
Nice.
There's now a boom. The
Tapi nggak bisa. Ambil.
Ah,
Takut gua. Menangnya harus ada yang kill 3 kah?
Amplified pressure.
They need Forsaken to be doing that kind of stuff. He's been a monster.
Heres Dawson bangun.
The run in Toronto.
Dia tidur.
Earlier on here at Champs as well.
Tidur mainnya pas clutch lotus gagal.
Over G2 for example.
Siapa?
Forsaken.
Chaos the way he plays, standing tall
Kemarin
on the front of the site
kegulung
there.
momentumnya gara-gara itu.
Brilliant work.
Bailing them out for 4v4 with
Bayangin Bob dari 9-1 comeback jadi 13-9 gimana ceritanya?
Gila banget. Nggak naik-naik tuh poin.
Exactly where the Heretics bodies are.
Oke, nggak ada yang
See on this. Himself a slip forward. Commitment for now. Trying to play it off the dark. Death as well.
Something yang tidur, Bang.
That's an early man advantage again. Something going down. This can't be a repeat incident.
Something, Bang. Udah, Bang.
That one, a bit of a better chance.
Oh.
And the res,
Oh,
that is
shit.
Oh,
the
mayatnya di belakang,
he
mayatnya di belakang
dies
soalnya.
after he teleports, and
Tapi-
so they get
Tapi
a
senjatanya
res
masih.
out.
Iya, senjatanya
He doesn't have
di.
a gun, Lauren. The gun
Hah?
is TP. He can go and ult and pick it up.
Kok bisa gitu sih?
He was thinking about it. He was definitely thinking about it. They're going to try and combo the ults. What are they going to do on this?
Well, he's still got the shorty as well, so you can get a pick out the
Oh
back
my
of that,
God,
but they're so close.
This is so risky. Good flash, but the outro
Tawan
reveals
banyak,
it all, and something just says, screw it, I guess I'm playing in the corner, try and help me out here, do what I can.
Oh.
Goes away from it, but sees the plan. 45 seconds. Heretics, are you still heading this way?
Forsaken has full A main information right now. So they can be
Tadi
confident
ketahuan
again.
banyak, belum ketahuan semua tadi ya pakai drone ya?
They've had the stacked
Yeah.
site in the right place. You wouldn't know it though, because they're
Oh,
5-2
Jing
down.
mana ya kah?
30 seconds left.
On this. get to identify this as a fake. It's a very late fake too. The TP gets taken over towards Wine.
All on Forsaken.
And he was the one who succeeded before.
Nice paranoia. Nice
Might
delay.
need something similar than that again.
Nice ulti, Davai.
He's got to get a move on. 10 now. Barely got
Oh.
time to get the plant here. Boo does
Oh no! Oh
in the last couple of seconds, still doing the damage necessary. Plant's in play. Palin isolates the flank from Benji. There's still hope here.
no! Ngeri banget anjir.
4v3 postman. A little claustrophobic, but Heretics in a decent position. Something finally got his operator back.
And now goes for the ult. Gotta try and find these players. Tee up the remainders. Spotting some out here, actually. Mini Boo! Pinned to the wall. Oh, but what a trade from Rian. Great back and forth action, but that time is ticking. And I think they might have called it quits on this one. Slowly back, pedaling away. Heretics somehow recovering this round.
Nice.
I thought PaperX had a really good shot at that one.
And they would have done. But the key critical
Okay,
kill
ada uang.
is that Forsaken goes down defending over towards A. We said it was all on his shoulders. I think he played it fine. He just ended up getting caught by Boo in A main. This, a bizarre interaction over here. But, you know, 2 rounds in a row where something's missed a shot that you would expect him to land.
Yeah.
But as the pivot went over towards the A side, it's this kill right here. Forsaken tries to backpedal, utilizing the steel garden, but just can't relieve the pressure, doesn't have util down on site to play around.
And it's a hard conversation to have because you kind of want something to go for those plays.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That you don't want him
Absolutely.
to stop trying to make these aggressive opportunities work for them because more often than not they do, but we've had a couple of uncharacteristic misses.
Every time you get stressed,
Nice thing.
Wasn't great, but there he lands an easier one.
Yeah, simple stuff for him at the start.
Oh, wait.
Careful, does he get away from this? Paranoid goes in, Woot wanted to hunt, does at least clear out one,
udah hilang. Sudah tak ada.
emphasis to clear towards A main.
5v4.
Sudah hilang ke?
They need rounds like this. They're on the defense side of Ascent with double
Aja
scenting.
Andrew.
They'd love to tie up the half if they can, and even then,
Sure,
it
Andrew
wouldn't
masuk
be
kah?
the world's
Oh,
most
nggak ada.
amazing defense side.
And on the
Mana
outside,
Andrew? Oh, si Wood.
explore B main a little bit, so he has a decent idea.
Andrew ada advantage loh.
Gonna see Forsaken
5-4
take
ya.
position towards middle. A little bit of an unknown. Just want to ensure, and they still have a good couple of pieces of utility here, and the 3-play stack on A. So I don't know if Heretics will be able to feel this one out.
Late round, the Vice Wall's already been baited, the Sage Wall's going to go down. They'll have the defenders in the right position. Can Boom
Hanya
find
3.
that late round B split? It's really tough when your Jet is already inserted A main. You don't really want to go for it.
Forsaken sees nothing. So
30
does
seconds
that...
left.
I think he caught Woot at the very end there.
Ooh. Okay, that's kind of big. So they are still trying to imply this B take, right? They've just smoked off CT.
Oh iya, dia ngetik langsung mantai kiri.
Aren't falling for it. They're in the right
Hunting.
place at the right time. And now that
Dapat
util
dong,
comes
hunting.
in just wonderfully. Something seems
Oh.
very clear that someone is still towards main.
Melody is
10
live, I
seconds
guess,
now.
eh?
It's do or die for Heretics. You gotta make it go. And PaperX's patience might just pay off. 5 seconds for the block going down. Something with a great
Nice.
strike towards Miniboo. Dives in head first.
Oh.
Still trying to operate.
Nice. 1v3 ini orang gila, Syrians gila, Syrians.
Hold up. Turns the flash, gets
Nice.
back to it. Clear from Dubai.
Nice, nggak ada yang sange. Nice.
Perfect.
Ah.
Standing their ground.
Mainnya tuh selalu detik-detik akhir anjing.
On the map.
Dibelin, cok.
Deeper lines with some of their players. You know, aggression coming out from Pac-Man like you called out
Bobby.
in the main.
Hmm?
Gives them the info, especially when they're in a 5v4
Oh,
situation.
Oh
Yeah,
iya,
you just got
kelihatan.
glimpse on Woot towards the end. And when you see
Kenapa,
the Jet
Bu?
over there, it's just so unlikely they're going to be going into a B split at the end of it.
Nah dia,
I think
Jadinya
Woot maybe
Oakley
even would have wanted
ajak
to
pertemuan
had they
dia tanggal
not left Woot there early on.
tanggal 4 tuh hari apa?
Satu pas putus.
Oh iya, berarti nggak bisa ketemu ya?
Really, it's got to be a different experience coaching this squad compared to Fnatic, who love those
Mendadak
cross players, love those bunker anchor
Shit, tahu ya.
setups, versus PaperX, who are always looking to make
Tadi
the play, take the
siang
fight.
sih.
But in that spot, I like what PaperX was doing because they were
Ya, tapi
already
kan
up
rencana awal tanggal 30 kan dia bilang.
So, when something was in a 5v4 previously and had a drone coming through his face in mid, that's the bad side of the
Meanwhile,
conflict.
oleh-olehnya
I think
ada
for
di
Miniboo
aku.
and something, one of the things that we are going to be looking at so carefully over the course of this match is them finding that balance between the confidence, the aggression, the bravery even, and some discipline, some caution, some intelligence. And finding the right balance there is so tough as a duelist. And I think that is also why it's the duelist players that
Tapi kok
have
bilang kau
those
nggak bisa udah?
negative thoughts more often because
Iya.
they're required to take the crazy plays.
It is something you'd never want to get rid of, right? That killer instinct. You always want them to have to go for this. It's on everyone else to try and rein them in.
Yeah.
Or support, right? It's a very, very fine balance. It's a perfectly double-edged sword, it always feels like. But at this point, you then kind of elevate that out and look at PaperX, I guess, holistically. It's always the danger of what if they do learn that patient game, but they also then can gear shift into the Kings of Chaos we know them for, right?
Yeah.
They become the most unstoppable team. That potential is there. So it's always curious to see that balance, and as you highlighted, that discipline on the site, a rare treat, and certainly could put Heretics on notice, hence the timeout.
Well, here comes an ult combo. You've got Miniboo and Rian set up to win another round just based off this dimensional drift into Hunter's Fury.
I think he was seeing, yes, they've absolutely seen both players now congregating towards market. How do they deal with them? Woo trying to take the steps in, but changing up the pathing just a touch, not towards switch anymore.
They got the site completely for free, so now Rians can even save this ultimate to fight them. Probably going to use it as PaperX go for the retake.
Ooh, look at this three-man walk down middle. This could be very, very nice. This puts Rians right in the crosshairs. I like this from PaperX. Every single angle, every single nice shot from Rian. Great trade from something. Now it makes Heretics feel pinned to this side.
Okay, I'm back.
The ultimate.
Batman, aware nggak dia sampai sini?
It's all about timing. He won't get to live if they time this right, but
nice thing, nice trade, nice trade, nice trade.
But something is there for every single trade so far. Buat standing on the ground, making sure they
What the fight yang weave? BTW agent itu sudah dibongkar. Agent Isa. Estrella, nggak sakit ya?
Time as well was just ticking so low.
Estrella sakit.
It's a great play from PaperX to go and pressure the flank, knowing the Rians is going to be playing around there. But too slow on everything that they're doing. Benji even playing outside of the range of the recon dart. Just dealing with these players one at a time, ended up taking too much of it. What a freakish performance in the chaos. We were just talking about PaperX being the victim to that, but Woo took that himself. That Turkish duo at the top of the
Sadar
table
kalau
for Team
kuring.
Heretics.
This is getting a little bit scary for PaperX here. I think again, trying to still the nerves and be brave in the face of what could be a dire scenario, but Heretics then picking up the pace. It's straight up the guts. All is there though this time. We could have the 1v1 divide. You fancy it? Yeah, you do. There it is.
Nice
Killer
fight.
instinct talked about. Device certainly got his own. Fancies it.
Good punish on the overconfidence. Woo triggering the
Aku
wall.
makan nugget sama ini, Bu.
Devi
Ikan
recognized it as soon as that cloud
tepung,
burst came out.
tapi nggak aku nggak pakai nasi, aku cemil dong.
Maybe a little early.
Make
At least it reinforces. Recon gonna catch Boom.
Udah 4 lawan 5 dia tadi 4 lawan 5 bisa kalah loh. Stop. Tapi serem sih. Itu tengah midnya weh.
Information had and enough to put them off that B-side approach.
And they're also already up in a 5v4, so that's, you know, credit to him not taking too much of a risk. You don't need to go high risk, high reward in that spot.
How many times have we said, how many times does he get brought back to these 4v4s or even advantageous scenarios for Heretics with that overstep? It's maybe just the right dose of discipline. That wall, actually no, excuse me, the slow comes in now for
Paranoia kan? Anglek!
Hindering this burst through.
30
The late
seconds left.
presence from Boo could be curious now. That could be a challenge they didn't expect. Maybe who's going to
Oke,
notice
nice. Belum dicek sama Jing.
Again, this patience, this deeper hold on the
Nice!
working so well.
Woi.
Woi.
Okay, I had to take a pause.
Our reaction mob.
The way in which they're controlling A main
Biasaan.
with Forsaken
Bikin
is
deg-degan ini.
allowing them to play those crossfires onto the site. I think that aside from the rounds where Team Heretics have overwhelming ult combos, PaperX have actually stabilized here and figured out a style that works. The only problem is that they went down 0-5 to begin on their defense side. So they're going to need an extraordinarily good attack whether or not they win here in round 12.
Well, the bar will be set high for PaperX, but certainly achieve it. But for Heretics, a broken purchase here. Simplistic in stance and eyeing up the A site. It's Forsaken. In a curious spot now. Does he get a reward? Because I don't think we've cleared this. He didn't. But a mess made. Forsaken. Sorry, can someone look at Forsaken? How has he gone away?
Woi, ding 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 ding.
Pure chaos from both sides now. A 3v2 advantage Heretics. No plant down yet. Weapons down with
Kenapa ini bang? Ini kenapa bang?
Something has something to say.
Game apa, Cok?
Isolated away towards A main. And now the plant committed.
This is where you need to see all of that pressure being applied.
Oh, the Benji. The safe pair of
aware
hands.
boy,
Heretics holding on now as Batman, the last one to stand. Great pickup here. Find the final two. Not gonna happen. Heretics maintaining dominance on the half.
Incredible performance.
Menang pistol.
Great idea of how PaperX were going to play. Great combos towards the end. Good utilization of ultimates.
Menang
Fast
pistol.
pops. They could be very happy about this opening. And usually we'd be talking about PaperX being down and out, but they did recover a 4-8 just recently. So maybe it's still possible.
It certainly could be. I believe we have a treat as Lou will be standing by with one of the PaperX family members in the audience here. Everyone turning up now. You don't want to miss this.
Nice, let's go, guys. Nice.
Et la famille est à l'honneur côté PaperX aujourd'hui for our last day at les arènes. I'm pleased to welcome Pearl, James' mom that you already know, and Hannah, who is Forsaken's auntie. First of all, thank you for joining me, ladies. And the first question I wanted to ask you, Hannah, is that, you know, your son is known in the whole world, right? But he's not the only one who's very good at Valorant. We also have his brother Kevin, X-3, and also Jojo. So what's the secret to such a successful family?
The secret is only praise.
Only praise and family support, is that?
Yes.
Ok, mainly, du coup, première question, c'est quoi le secret pour avoir une famille si pleine de succès? On sait, il y a Forsaken, il y a aussi son frère X-3 et aussi Jojo, donc c'est quoi le secret des prières et du soutien familial? And Pearl, you were my first interview here at Champions Paris, and some things have happened, you know, since that, especially the photo incident. So can you tell us about it, and can you give us tips to take the best pictures of your son?
Actually, my son is quite photogenic. Any angle is good, but maybe he needs to do more skincare routine. Yeah, he doesn't do any, only cleanser. I have to keep nagging at him to use toner, moisturizer, but he doesn't.
Itu siapa anjing?
Siapa? Apa ya?
But he doesn't do it.
Skincare routine anjing.
For more skincare tips.
Suivez-la pour plus de tips en termes de skincare. C'est quoi les tips pour prendre ton fils en photo? Parce qu'on a vu qu'elle n'était pas satisfaite de son fils. Et ben, il est photogénique, mais il fait pas assez.
Gak tau anjir, aku juga lagi ngeliat YouTube lain kan tiba-tiba. Tiba-tiba ngomongin skincare routine mulu kayak
Have you been cleansed, toning and moisturizing? People need to know.
Yeah, well, I didn't wash my upper lip for a while, and this thing grew on it, so...
Shocking.
Yeah, that's
shocking
the
scenes.
I actually think that the response from Forsaken's auntie is an important one too, where she said that the key is praise, right? It's positive reinforcement. I think that's the case here when you're in a team environment too. If you want to build up momentum and you want to try to recover spirits, PaperX down 4-8 here. It's about finding anything in any round that deserves credit and praise to build up your teammates.
You need like a Zelsis.
Yeah, and I think for PaperX it can be Forsaken when he has a big moment and pops off.
Okay, go back into the second half. 4 rounds were claimed by PaperX. It was a quiet beginning, but at the end they certainly looked much stronger. On the other side, Heretics though, staking a good start to this. 8 rounds is a lot to sit on here.
We know what the B exec looks like for PaperX. Jing on top of the box, ready to wall up.
Gak suka aku B-nya 4, yes.
But the blind is great there actually, forcing them away.
Tahuan tinggal tahun X itu.
They're not getting the same sort of start here for PaperX, looking for opportunities that aren't being given.
Yeah, well, they realized that there was a 4-player stack on the site, so now they've got to bail away, but they didn't leave anybody as a lurker elsewhere. So now there's a mad scramble over towards Cat. Just hope you don't lose someone.
Tags, but nothing to really write home about. Something trying to stick around, but
semuanya ke A sekarang.
They can hear these footsteps of the mad over rotate from Team Heretics.
Oh my god, muter semua, muter satu, muter semua, muter. Woot.
Bang, udah bang.
Again. How many times did you get this?
Nah,
ngerinya.
Man, for Heretics, they thought they were in the right place at the right time.
Oh shit, what?
For PaperX, just prowling around the map, looking for anyone to take a fight.
How Forsaken gets value like that from the jumping right clicks.
Kayak Tom and Jerry anjir aku ngeliatnya.
Now now in a 4v2.
Ini.
Aku ngeliat di mapnya lucu banget lagi. Oh, nice. Nice round.
Nice pistol, guys.
Yeah, excellent cancel call though. Once they realized that Heretics were anticipating the B pop, and like you said,
kalau aku udah pusing ya, Bu. Terus aku nonton PaperX makin pusing itu. Iya. Untung ada susu jahe. Susu jahe sangat menolong aku.
So that sounds like it was Devi's call to send it back into B. You need that distributed IGL network to support Forsaken.
But also, I love the fact we're talking about praise there. It's there for PaperX, right? Just say, thank you for listening. Thank you for being on board with that call.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, nice to see.
Apa itu?
At this point, you're going to look at the purchase coming through for Heretics. It's very weak. Obviously, just that sheriff. And on the other side, pretty well rounded. Going to be Devi and Patman down on the pistols. Everyone else doing relatively well.
Like I said, PaperX did actually manage to recover a 4-8 half with the sides the same way. They got the 4 on the defense side, and then they ended up getting 9 rounds on their attack against G2 here. So it's possible, especially when PaperX get into their flow state and barrel you over.
Hanya kosong.
Patman pulling attention towards B, which is the gamble, and PaperX are looking to end on an empty A site. So shouldn't be too many problems.
Lembek banget ini. Mungkin.
This looks quite clear cut. Good reads from PaperX so far.
Padahal sih itu.
Good approaches.
Oh, itu wala buat cross ya, biar nggak di-spray ya.
Try to make something happen. I want to see if PaperX can keep this.
Ih, ngerinya for second. Oh, nice. Nani kore?
PaperX shut down. Clear, simple stuff, and something getting involved, building that ult up nice and early.
I love the way that Devi uses his Vice Flash in spots like that. He saves it as a post-plant flash, puts it on a back wall, and then as the retakes are coming in, it doesn't matter what map it is, bang, it pops, and you can just fight with it all together. He gets so much value out of this.
Flash, Flash bisa ditaruh bola siap ya?
Start applying serious pressure to Heretics.
Nggak tahu deh.
Woot with only a judge to work with. We're talking on the desk about who's going to pick up the op. Is it Miniboo? Is it Woot? Moment. The finances for it.
With bated breath here, really. Miniboo. Thought about a glimmer or a glance down middle, but thought against it. Already early work to clear out the utility. It's making no subtlety about this. It is their bonus.
Nowhere
well invested, however.
PaperX on the defense were trying really heavy to get information towards A main and B main. And that's why you see them on the attack side trying to push those opposition rivalry players out of these spots. At the moment, Boo's still with some good info, but it looks like he might get challenged early.
Boo's traditionally quite good at this sort of position. Very nice at kind of calling when to sit back a little bit deeper, when to fall off this, when to challenge on that space.
Okay.
Going to go in.
He has been pushed off. It's a good re-smoke. They are missing flashes. None available here for something.
Nggak ada yang ke-3 nih. Buta bojat sok.
They're going to be playing at the back of the site though.
Oke,
Right box,
Paranoia
Paranoia
masuk,
goes in,
Paranoia
and Heretics
hilang.
playing a little bit disconnected from site, but respecting the smokes. I want to look at Woot if he does
Ciki
decide.
banget.
He does. Who does that well? But it's Jake to pin Miniboo right to the back of the site. They give themselves a path forward, but it doesn't feel secure.
Paranoia nggak pakai wall edging sih.
You're in a 3v4.
Oh, wall edging dipakai buat pick situ, astaga.
Got the reposition from something. Well, he's gone all the way over to Cat. What a risk. Pays off.
Yeah, he lives for these moments. Heretics got to be calm under pressure here. Even in a disadvantage numerically, PaperX feel like they have a bit of an upper hand, right? This feels scary now as that time begins to tick. They got to make a move, but mostly passing through heaven, kind of isolating it, denying something. Just bounds in, barrels in. Something now can be shut out of the round here. Door can be shut in his face. What are you meant to do? Nothing. Heretics. By hook or by crook, pathing incorrectly there, avoiding the trap. Something being disconnected.
It's a bold play to go for in the end. Players on side. It's a really nice play to punish Forsaken, anticipating he's going to teleport into the hardest spot. And and then clearing Jenny with the judge is really nice.
Pisah-pisah main
The dash
pun.
across to get info, close the door. A great round to stabilize things here for Heretics. They still don't have an op online, but they'll start getting their feet under them economically and put the pressure back on the attackers. Yeah.
Something still 2 away from ult, 1 from Forsaken. It's not exactly the most
Bulan
imperative,
sakit
but let's see how it looks now.
Apa?
Enggak.
Here's Pacey, something.
Nice.
Oh, there he is.
Nice opening kill.
Just
Nice.
those glimpses of
4-5
what this
sekarang.
man can do every now and then, but a fast fight found towards Miniboo.
Temen lu sambil senjata Forsaken, no?
He's applying more pressure.
Nice.
Nice usage of the clone
Nice,
there,
nice,
trying to
nice,
take
nice.
a fight forwards.
Wah,
Jiggles, sees Forsaken.
gak disebut.
Both players giving a little bit of respect. Woot actually with the confidence to get back on the angle with the one-way. So still gaining a lot of info for his team here. He's actually over pushing this maybe even.
Ya.
Consider that.
Nggak aware.
Absolutely not. Forsaken none the wiser until now. And he
Oh,
loses
aware
out.
tapi nggak
Well
bunuh
there.
aja.
Almost playing too
Oh,
far
main out
ahead,
heaven.
but it's going to
Masuk
get them
heaven.
something. But look at something's positioning then. Talk about unorthodox. Scaling through CT.
Nice trade.
Oh.
Trade. Boost still going to do
Tahu kan
damage.
Wood
But
tahu
Paper
Wood di
X
main aja.
taking the back
Fuck, man.
roads towards the side.
Fuck, takut banget Wood,
Support's on the
serem
way,
banget.
but it's still going to be Wood isolated and alone. He has to stay alive. And for Paper X, they'd love to get him out of that position.
Yeah, Divide can't challenge this alone though, surely.
Nice try.
Oh, nice.
I can't believe he's gone for that. And there's that
Oi!
farm flash you were complimenting. Benji looking sharp on the pickup.
Oh, what
They
the hell,
didn't know
guys?
The Batman's here as
Ah.
well. And they've got to know where Divide was. But a 1v2, Divide always capable.
Nice play!
Divide with a Red Bull clutch. Reminding you exactly
Aku jadi ingat lagunya Davai kalau lagi diedit.
Apa?
He takes a solo challenge.
I'm a single mom who works 2 jobs. Ada lagu
An immaculate round played.
lagu barat gitu, terus liriknya itu I'm a single mom who works 2 jobs.
Oh, dia yang ini, dia yang nyerokin tai.
I'm a survivor, anjay.
Confidence, some flair. Paper X way working in this round to keep that gap from extending too far.
And now you see the Euro ult available. Time to jump.
Si Andrew nih, si Andrew. Ngeri banget Andrew.
Got an opportunity here to combo it with the paranoia if you fake a B split and then go back over towards Cat. We'll see what Forsaken's got in mind.
Oopsie!
You are outnumbered out there. Spot some of the util being placed. So a touch of awareness. Something still posted up towards Pizza, so it's certainly not an easy challenge. And you can see Heretics respecting this. They don't fancy it at all, right? Sitting deeper towards side, not even playing from switch.
Oke, B-nya 2. Oke, dikasih dari infonya. Oke,
Oke,
pada lewat City, Cok. Oke.
I've never seen a team exploit mid this much, right? This deep as well.
Hati-hati anjing, itu bisa dipik gak sih atasnya? Kan langin.
Losses on the way. This isn't comfortable. Something they want to find Miniboo, but they did lose out on Jing.
They've walled themselves off from being able to go back into the A site now. Can they go Cat maybe? But then you'd have to go through Woot.
Nice thing!
Oh, nice!
Itu pembukanya gak sih? Ya udah langsung ke aja, udah kakak.
And now he wants to catch the rotate.
Wah, ini nggak boleh rontok ini. Wah, anjing. Nice thing.
Nice!
Nice!
Nice! Nice!
Gila, itu Heretics nggak ada space sama sekali anjing.
Iya, anjir.
Gila, ini round aneh sih.
Iya. Siap. Tenggorokan gue mulai sakit gara-gara HyperX anjing.
Instead, something's trying to take a challenge, a 1v1 with ult in hand over towards market, and then they go through into
Midnya diambil semua gitu sampai City.
I mean, it's unusual pathing.
Oh, itu kalau tadi something nggak dapat Wood susah sih.
Specifically for those dangerous rounds, because as a defender, that is
Kuncinya di
not
situ,
something
so.
you're anticipating. Right here, you're ready for the
Eh,
more
one way apa
common
nih?
ideas. That is such a weird one-way. What on earth is that from
Kenapa?
Wolf?
One way? Kenapa?
I mean, it's one that you could imagine them fighting, but you're looking at it and your alarm bells are going off.
Probably think something's a bit weird.
All right, well that's a more common one.
This is where it gets tough. Boo really wants in on this fight. But Woot already had to
Oh,
back
fuck you,
away,
Woot, fuck you,
unable
Woot.
to synergize on
Nggak, Woot, nggak boleh. No, Woot.
Already
Oh,
in big
okay.
rounds for Team Heretics.
Andrew.
And he's the only player that's
Mana
really got any
Andrew?
danger. PaperX know he's here. Some of the rounds where PaperX have been punished in these anti-ecos is because they cut noise rehit into a stack. And it does look like that's what Forsaken might be calling for them to do again. I'm not saying that it's a high chance.
Pada empat di sini, Cok. Gak ada yang tahu itu. Aduh. Oh, 4 di sini. Tolong.
Holding the firing squad ready on the other side.
Oke,
For now, Flash comes in.
Rame bang, sini bang. Rias dapat. What the fuck?
Just get that. Riz comes in, it's emergency. Call the cavalry, call the support. Patman barrels in, he wants some. Leaving just Woot alive now, 1v2, 2 bullets.
Oh, okay. What the hell?
Spotted.
Dia low.
Still alive here, but Jing, known for these miracles, brings Woot down to size. He's going for the plant.
Jing. Astagfirullahaladzim, Jing.
Massive impact. You said he's a danger. He absolutely is.
That is an unbelievably good round from Woot. And Rian's also being able to pick off a couple.
Gak nih, Rian saya dapat 2 cuma what the fuck?
That's disgusting. I think Alex and Minion will be horrified at the call though, to go back into a full stack like that. You see the frustration there on Alex's face. It is something the PaperX frequently go for, and they offered a chance.
Woot bisa dapat 2, Cok. Si Woot sebenarnya Rian goblok.
Looking towards mid. And they're challenging Woot again out here.
This time he wants to stand his ground though.
Oh, siapa paranoia, sabut lah.
And will take a step away. But an early fight.
Oke, tapi paranoia kebuang
They've been
di
able
awal.
to control the space, but the PaperX having a look at the other side now.
If something's able to pick
Launcher,
up in B main,
trap
you've got a really
aja.
good combo that you can run. This could be the round where you go back to that B exec.
They're going for Device.
This round seems like it should be about the Sovas. Can Riens get a good defensive ultimate off before Patman can get in?
Well, here we go. The Kings of Chaos are on the way, and they've got themselves a good opportunity on this. There's the combination of the ult coming in as well.
Gak ada yang kena.
That's gonna put them under pressure. Forsaken flies in. It's something to
Atau di triple tahu nggak? Di triple atau orang di triple tahu nggak? Diputer-puterin sama Benji ya. Oke. Rontok. Fuck. No. Woot. No. Woot. No. 1v3. No.
Bejir. Udah bang. Yes. Nice.
Lovely adaptation on the fly. Investing in Device ult, and it works exceptionally well.
Yeah, much better decision actually than going for the Yoru ult. That one really worked a treat. And they pinned Rians into sight. You see the amount of pressure that this guy's under. When he's in
Real main Tom and Jerry ini mah.
on the other side of the site, back in a
Kejar-kejaran anjing di triple.
In this round, I would have liked to see him sat back.
Oh, itu kameramennya begitu ya? Gawe.
Well, that round well put together, well thought out.
Kameramen apa?
Itu kameramen di sini. Belakang kursi, deketin pemain, foto. Lagi main di foto.
Kalau tiba-tiba pakai flash kesel nggak sih?
Iya lagi main buta. Dia nggak ada real flash lagi. Coba cara per second deh yang kanan deh.
Iya. Mukanya Thailand banget ya.
Iya. PRX
time out.
Heretics obviously now with a chance to check in too.
Yeah. Sometimes in these positions it might just be something within the comms, something mental perhaps. Hard for us to judge on the outside if it isn't tactical.
Gak tahu, aku ngeliatnya mirip. Maaf ya, Drew.
Occasional glimmers here from Heretics, and it was getting away with murder pretty much on that one round. You saw it there, round 18. Beyond that, this has been PaperX step by step in this back through, right?
Meta push 4 oke. Tahu dong.
What am I seeing in middle? Just
Spec ya?
Okay, 4-man stack.
TP kanan.
And it works, at least for one, and then look at the damage on Forsaken. Luckily, Jing's still alive. It's gonna be able to
I need heal,
says.
Yeah, it's a really nice eco idea. It's putting the Marshal with the Sheriff so you can get a body shot and just wipe a player out immediately. It's a Marshal Sheriff that took down something. And now it's swapped hands over to Benji Fishy, but the whole of the B site now forsaken.
This is
Play
nice.
the rest of his team in.
That feels dangerous, but
Batman kena anjing ya.
they should be able to find stability here.
Nice.
Ship.
Oh, nice.
So getting curious, has the door at his way, but the plant should be now in, so the time will be on PaperX's side, but everyone's going to be locked into this site.
Just about hitting shots at this point for Heretics. They want a chance in the round. Boo goes and recovers a Vandal. I mean, I'd want to give that over to Woot. Woot has been electric.
I'm with you on that, and it looks like he might be. He gets the chance to. Devi is ice trained on this, so if they go too far, that barrel may show. There it is.
Nice.
Just
KECIL Untung Woot nge-pick sebelum di flash anjing. Wootnya sangean, Woot. Oh, untung banget anjing.
Nice. Ngerinya.
Di flash ada mirip-mirip gitu, cok.
And determination they certainly have in droves.
Apa?
Belum juga di flash sama si Bu, Woot ada mirip-mirip.
Iya.
The pressure is now on Heretics.
Oh, nice.
You might think the PaperX of the team are more risk of a mental collapse because you just saw it yesterday, choking that 9-1 lead against
Mamai Alex itu, Bu.
rounds in a row.
Antara.
Iya.
But remember that Heretics themselves are defined by their incredibly coin-flippy gameplay. And those losses in big grand final spots.
Shit, man.
They'll have to rally.
That shit is mengerikan.
Starting to feel like themselves again, look like themselves again. All here for something. See this commitment now. Trailing in towards the A site. Now, Curiosity peeking. Ooh, speaking of peeking, almost too many targets in the middle. So Woot's going to be the one to draw blood first.
There's a great advantage.
Can
they get another punish onto Patman?
This time it's a little bit more isolated for Woot, though. He's in a bit of trouble, and something going to compound that. They come back for the fight.
Oh, what a bad decision from Patman there. I don't know why he takes that engagement.
It felt like desperation, but they're the ones who brought this back to 10 apiece. Great combination on the ults there. Jing is in trouble. A 1v4 required. Playing towards heaven. He's got all 4 players coming his way. Owl drone thrown into the mix. He can't stand as Heretics. Given the I'm surprised PaperX fell into that trap.
Yeah, I think obviously with something trying to bail Patman out at the beginning, that all makes sense. And then Patman re-swings to try to take an engagement here. Goes super deep out
itu udah Batman-nya, cok.
You're hoping that you could just catch people off guard, but like you said, that plays completely into Heretics' hands. The double duelist comp on defense wants to fight in mid, wants to lean on the incredible rifling.
And just for clarification's sake, that last time out, it was Heretics. We were sitting there going, there's no way. Well, it wasn't. It was Heretics trying to get themselves back on the right page because, look, you can see that timeline. 3 bits and pieces, 3 rounds this half, but they're still just in the lead. A quick reminder for PaperX to keep that mental fortitude in the right place, and for Heretics that it's not over yet. A slow and steady march back for PaperX, though. Woot looking to try and be confident here.
Oh, ini majuin dikit. OP.
Both duelists holding hands deep, making it feel possibly like there's only one of them there. Miniboo, as he leaves, inserts Woot in position with the op.
Might get a challenge on this.
Jangan keringan anjing nge-pick-nya.
The one-man stand against 5. Ult gonna come through. He is alone. He gets revealed. He has to fall off this now. He tried to stick around as late as he could, but it looks like the flood's coming nevertheless. PaperX at the door. Oh!
Hey! Yang bener aja, Bang.
Stunning shot, but something still headstrong in approach.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Battering down too.
Anjing ngapain sih 4 second?
Such a sick TP play.
Nembakin pojok.
Still a 3v3. Woot.
Yang berdiri di box.
PaperX have taken a pause, trying to be disciplined, trying to bait Boo into a fight. Woot could be a legend here if he's able to pull it off with the op and the knives.
Ini smoke situ ya.
Funneling
Oh, mau ambil CT bareng kan?
Oh.
What the fuck?
S.
Ini orang main sendirian anjing.
Ya. Per second ya.
He's got incredible aim, but what always impresses me about Forsaken is the creativity with what you see him do. How is he here? Look at that. He's in such an aggro spot. Throws a smoke that blooms out on market. Gets the TP into it.
Hah? Dia teriak pas kapan? Jason go apa?
Stress on the face of something.
Calm comms, man.
Yeah.
Oh, anjir yang pas Forsaken dapat banyak kayak, dia dapat 2 di situ ya, langsung teriak anjing.
Jason,
This is tense stuff, and HyperX trying to find
Oh,
any means
Vision
to
Strikers kah?
stay alive here. The plan's been seen though.
Tawan lu, Bea diebol. Aduh. Bu, mati. Tugasnya cuma satu, mati. Oke, nah ketahuan. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Bit of damage, but it's really
Something. Udah lu nggak usah ikutan dapat S gak menang dulu. TV 4, oke.
Wootnya masih hidup. Wootnya masih hidup.
Kalau kita tenang, mereka tenang. Kalau kita tenang, mereka tenang.
Oh, nice. Nice. Wootnya nge-whiff. Oh my god.
That's the grit. That's
Oh my god.
God.
Brushing off.
Gimana dia? Nah dia udah sembuh.
Belum.
Kok tadi pagi saya ditinggal sih anjay. Kok mas di benci.
Iya juga ya, aku tiba-tiba pergi langsung tanpa
di awal round masang smoke jet itu beneran kan ya harusnya? Beneran aja?
Iya.
I'm single mom.
Bro, Davin dari mana? Oh, wait. Wow.
Udah bang.
Oh, cing dia kalau tambah spray dapat 2 anjing. 3v4? Tahu dia tahu tinggal sendirian udah dapat 2 situ nggak mungkin nge-stuck. Shit, Benji tugasnya cuma 1 sekarang juga apa? Mati. Tugas apa kayak Putri? Mati. Nice drone. Tawan di situ ya. Ulti kah? Oh, anjir kan mau di ulti. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Masih ada ulti Batman, oke? Santai. Batman ada ulti, gak usah buru-buru.
Oh.
Trying to put the finishing touches on around here in a 4v2.
Oke, tawan.
A great performance, but great may not be enough against this team. HyperX looking to right their wrongs from that previous series, to get that mental, to get that confidence, to get that danger.
Ngerinya. One.
Yeah, GG.
What the hell? What the hell? Oh, what the hell?
Mainin waktu ya. Nah kan ada scan, main scan. Udah santai. Oh. Let's go!
Nice.
Iya, anjrit ngerinya.
An exact replica of HyperX's victory on Ascent against G2.
Bajunya HyperX jadi putih pink apa sebelumnya emang putih pink?
Enggak, sebelumnya putih emas. Bagus jersey mereka tuh.
Lucu dah. Aku mau deh. It's so cute.
Dude, my mom booked the finals.
I don't want to be tour guide for the next 6 days, boys. I don't want to be a tour guide.
Dude, you are living 1 hour from my race.
Bangsat, nggak mau jadi tour guide kok. Sebelumnya kayak gini nih. Ini juga ini yang sekarang ya?
Iya yang sekarang. Lucu yang putih pink.
Bagus RTX tuh. Ini ya. Logonya juga bagus kok nggak? Sebelumnya gini nih, itu juga bagus kan? Ini apa?
Anjay, emang dia real mulet-mulet ya, gayanya dari dulu.
Benji Fishy bos. Ini dulu dia pro player Fortnite. 2022 dia pindah ke Valorant. Hah? Apa nih?
Sayang. Sayang.
Apa tuh?
Orang apa bapak-bapak kayak Medan gitu mukbang, terus awal pembukaannya sayang. Sayang.
Lo tau bapak-bapak
gitu.
gede yang jam 5. Tau gak tuh?
Iya.
Jam
Berisik.
5.
Dibalasnya berisik.
Emang ada yang berisik? Ada yang balas?
Iya, kadang suka dibuat meme jadi kayak video callan gitu. Jam 5, jam 5. Terus yang ngebales berisik. Berisik. Aduh.
Habis ini
berisik.
Apa Lotus ya? Bukan Lotus. Bain. HyperX, oke.
Bain kemarin mereka menang nggak?
Bain kemarin
HyperX.
Bain menang.
Ih, mataku celong banget, aku nggak sanggup ngeliat diriku sendiri.
Oh, celong apa?
Celong tuh kayak dalam banget.
Gak sanggup lihat HyperX.
Oh.
Kenapa mereka sering banget ya? 13, 11, 13.
Itu bukan tim e-sport ya, ini tim entertainment, so. Tugas mereka tuh bukan buat menang, tugasnya tuh buat memastikan tiket yang lu beli tuh worth it anjing.
Gila anjing.
Bentar ya.
Tim entertainment yang lolos ke champion deh. Berisik.
Nah, dia mau ini enggak?
Apa?
Debat.
Debat.
Mau coba download atau enggak?
Oh ya, gimana caranya?
Harus download Epic Games.
Bukan aku ada ya Epic
Seorang
Games.
nada.
Aku ada Epic Games.
Enggak. Nanti ada aplikasinya ada. Loginnya pakai akunku.
Oke.
Ya kan? Ya, makasih ya. Apa ya? Bentar lupa.
Kalau aku pusing banget ya Allah. Berisik. Anjay. Oke, kita coba login nih. I'm single mom. Jabon.
Iya, itu kan
Watchku mau ngecas akhirnya.
Temen-temennya Ical.
Akhirnya. Halo.
Hai.
Mau lihat ini ya, stats kah?
Stats.
Stats kita lihat map kedua bisa tadi depan gua.
Stats itu apa?
Statistik.
Oh.
Map 2 baik.
Statistik.
Oke, Ben. Aduh, bawa Wailai lagi, babi.
Siapa yang bawa Wailai?
Aduh, bawa Wailai Yoru lagi, anjing lah. Tapi kalau HyperX memilih ini sih mereka pede harusnya ya.
Pedein aja bos.
Pedein aja bos. Bos.
Terus apa, Won?
Terus cari di library the bed.
Oh, terus download ya, install.
Yoi. The bed.
Ih.
Apaan tuh the bed? Oh, DBD.
Dead by Daylight.
Oh, kamu udah ada, Bob?
Ya.
Kok bisa?
Ini dari akunnya Owen.
Oh,
Kan gua ada Epic.
Oh, lu beli di Steam ya?
Gua beli di Steam, tapi gua punya di Epic.
Nah, kita main the bed dah, baby. The bed. Ngeliat dia teriak-teriak.
Ada Grand Theft Auto juga.
Aku guys.
Banyak ya?
Guys.
Banyak juga gamenya Owen.
Di Epic itu gratis semua.
Di Epic tuh sering banyak sering ada game gratis, Bob. Itu yang dikasih Agoy, kamu udah ngeklaim belum?
Apa di mana?
Ada orang chat di staff meeting nggak dibaca. Gimana dah? Tuh Project
Yang
Winter
mana?
2.0 tanggal 23 September.
23 September. Oh ya, geng klaim game ini dong. Oh iya. Muehehehehehehe. Apa di sini buy now?
Udah nggak gratis berarti. Nadia mah gitu.
Ih. Aku kan tahu.
Jadi 70.000 juga dong. Kalau jadi main
70.000 aku bisa beli makan, Bob. Berapa
ya mau
kali itu?
beliin.
Lah di Steam 13.000.
Project Winter.
Iya lagi diskon.
Oh.
Yang lu bilang.
Oh itu tuh yang belum beli aja tuh bukan DBD itu.
Debet. Apa sih?
Gua kirain lu bos tuh mau beli di Steam tuh yang diskon DBD.
Oh enggak.
Installing. Dead by Daylight emang seru, aku takut guys mainnya.
Love and Sex
Aku
Second
takut
Base.
guys main game. What the hell?
Quite a lot. Again, I think for us, we had good mental. We just chose to take the wrong fights at the wrong time, basically. I want them to be confident. I want the boys to be confident. But against a team like HyperX, if you give
Kalau
them
aku beli jaket
By Daylight
racingnya gimana,
itu
Bob?
they punish us. So that's the
Jaket
goal for the
racing?
next game.
Iya, jaket racing.
Kamu nge-racing?
We need to do the same again and just kind of tighten up.
Canda mulu.
Nadantaa Racing. YouTube lu ganti Nadantaa Racing.
Iya.
Oh, Wan.
Oh, hokinya bagus.
Ini Valorant collab sama Fragment.
We took the positives from that game because there was a lot of positives. So we just focus on that for the next match.
Anjir.
Fragment itu apa ya?
Fragment tuh merek branded gitu deh. Emang Fragment tuh Jepang? Hah? Oh.
Hitam semua, hitam tiba-tiba jadi gosong anjing.
Ih, ini brand mantap, Bobby.
Oh ya.
Gimana sih rasanya Fragment?
Yeah, they chopped it up with their comp too. I mean, they're running the kind of DRX style of play with this Euro and Waylay. I'm curious to see if they do continue with it.
Gimana sih cara? Apa sih? Oh, VR GMT.
It looked a bit disjointed. I mean, Neilzinho hit the nail on the head in terms of them giving away too many free kills, not having players in position to possess.
Oh, ini jadi kalau kita beli plushesnya, kita dapat kode buat dapat ini in-game apa? Gun body wingman.
Ih, lucu banget. Anjing $50.
$50. Ini bagus sih tapi ini ya, Bob. Pengen lagi $150 aja.
we saw
Sebeli AI yo.
just playing for the retake. I feel like PaperX probably is the one that is going to go on maybe leave in space.
Terus bajunya nggak oversize. Ini oversize nggak?
And on those rotations, I want
Enggak
to see
lagi.
how they face up against it because I think that something did find a lot of form in that second half, and I really think he can keep up that momentum.
You look at these compositions and it screams aggression.
Oh,
There are
I have
opportunities
a
abound
good
for both
idea.
squads to be really able to take it to their
Apa tuh, Bang?
opponents if they're not careful.
Spill dongkak.
Heretics are gonna
Idea
look to get
is
a little creative
nggak
friend
boleh
with
main.
Mosquito comp here, and it makes me
Yo, lock in guys.
Yeah, and I think they are. They picked Vine for a
Map
reason.
win
I think they saw
100%
something
lagi
like,
dulu ya.
this is it.
Babi lah.
Do or die. It's the final chapter potentially for Heretics. If they want to continue their story, it has to be here. It has to be now.
All right, let's find out if we can make it to map 3. Send it back over to your casters. Here's Pansy inside show.
And as Bren said, this could be the final chapter here, especially for Heretics. So time to put pen to paper and rewrite that story. An opportunity is in front of them. They have this comp to come in with. How do you think this fares up against PaperX? Is that preparation there? Do you think they're informed to take this 2-0?
When I saw Team Heretics play this comp most recently, and it was a fairly late adjustment for them, it didn't look as well executed, as disciplined. It didn't look like they put as much time into it. It's been a little while now, and they've got a match to go back and look over. Something they were doing a lot was Miniboo with his dash, throw a saturate, and frag. Set up, Woot or re-enter, somebody like that for the kill. But it was like that was the main idea
Hey,
they
TikTok.
thought of, whereas you look like a team like DRX have so many different
Nadia.
ideas.
Ya,
I think this is going to test the players,
apa?
test their ability
Ayo
to
nonton.
come up with new ideas and be creative.
Kan belum mulai.
And a lot of it's going to be, in my opinion, looking towards Miniboo. Because he did fall off a little bit in the second half.
Pistol round win rate. Oke.
12 on defense.
Gede dikit ya soalnya.
Really good attack side. So if you can pick himself up again here on the entry, maybe he can wipe away those thoughts
Please.
of elimination.
Ini map pick kalian guys. Langsung cepet shower kan?
They are simply rotating off noise.
That's
Oh,
madness.
something
Just
TP.
waiting for the go signal, which is towards A. So actually worked out quite well, understanding maybe the simplicity of this composition. That early TP is in effect. They are surrounded.
Oh, nice molly, nice pad.
Walking into a
hell?
massacre. PaperX, right place, right time,
Nice.
and absolutely landing everything.
Nice.
This is going to be a horrific wake-up call for Heretics.
Oh iya. Woot is still alive, eh?
You don't get rest. You don't get easy rounds.
It's just a perfect anticipation as well, isn't it, of exactly what Heretics were going for. If it was a B hit, you would have seen those 3 players in spawn go over towards where something was playing. Instead, something dives through the teleport and puts pressure on Heretics. Woot with it all to do. He's been fabulous, but you're never winning it.
Nice.
Just never.
Nice!
Batman.
PaperX had 5 players ready to fight and a gate crash over to B if there was a pivot in the mid round. Util, the spam. You just can't
Oh,
get it.
nice.
There's no way out.
Once you've been hard red like that, the pistol round is over. And it's a bad start. Bad start for a Heretic squad who are playing on their
Aku
opponent's
suka
map.
energi guys. Keep it up boys.
They're not great at, not super comfortable.
Keep it
on,
up, boys.
and it's
Keep
their-
it up,
Their
eh.
champion's life.
Talk about understanding tendencies and kind of getting those sort of reads. I mean, he's watched Heretics a long time now as well. Very acutely aware of what's coming in, so maybe some of these little concepts. We sat in the pocket there.
I think too, this comp
Yeah,
feels like an APAC comp. It feels
does.
like a Pacific comp. So I think that's an area as well where Paper is perfectly happy playing against that kind of style. If it's all in, if it's not very much slow and defaulting and baiting them into overextending, they are great in defensive spots where they can just run at their opponent.
It's almost the PaperX plan, right? In a weird way at times. No one can do it quite as good as them. And look at this again, just another opportunity to go farming.
Nice.
Holy hell, and this is
Nice,
how it
sir.
goes.
Let's go.
Days we witnessing stuff like this. It ain't
Clean
past
round.
the watershed.
Clean
PaperX,
round.
man. What are you doing to him?
That's the second round in a row that
Phineas.
Heretics have tried to get
Phineas,
out.
siapa
Crucial.
Phineas?
Sekarang
It's
main
been met
Valo.
with a barrage of utility, so No go in that
104
scenario.
hari
Heretics
libur
were actually
musim
focused a lot more on
panas.
BXX when we last saw them play on buy. So
Sekolah
maybe
pun
just try and mix things
akhirnya
up early on
libur.
and work off the fact that
Phineas
they
and
think
Ferb.
PaperX
Oh,
will
tahu.
done some
Phineas.
based
Keren,
on that
Phineas
last
keren
match.
FNS anjir.
Masalah
But they got to
tarot
get on the board here.
bukan.
Tadi gua
Setiap tahunnya
Phineas and Ferb.
Something with the judge.
cara
Phineas
It's a
Elis.
PaperX take. I am always
Seperti
huge
Apa, Bun?
value out of picks like that.
Enggak.
Oh, nih ngomong.
membuat
Phineas and
roket
Ferb.
bertarung dengan Mumi.
More standard
Phineas
start,
Elis.
right? You bolt out, take your time.
Kita semua punya pikiran yang beda ya. Maksudnya Phineas and Ferb, yang satu nangkap Phineas Billie Eilish, gue nangkap FNS.
Billie Eilish.
Phineas.
Baru ingat kita kemarin membicarakan dari
Phineas.
ya, jarang mewing dia.
Through garden and over to
Mew,
try to
mew,
check the
mew,
spot
mew.
that Benji's watching towards. And only now Heretics go for the creep up contact.
That crossfire will kick
Sip
into
deh.
effect if it's the judge there.
Buat.
Bu bisa mati gak? Oh enggak, sorry. Benji bisa mati gak?
Really late, but it's very dangerous.
Jutgar lagi.
Now starting to split back across, looking like a 3-2, and the curiosity killing divide there pretty much, maybe wanting that information. And something has to play to the
Jadi,
no, this could be a disaster. And he's waited. He knew that.
What? Gak ke-clear lu.
Nice.
Nice. 1v3.
Nice.
What the fuck? Oh, kok bisa gak clear? Kok bisa gak ke-clear aja sampingnya? Kurang belok kah? Kurang manuver mandia kah? Doginya? Hah? Oh iya anjing. Makanya jangan percaya teknologi, bos. Manual terbaik.
Udah something udah.
Jadi dia tiap round kalau lagi gini dia tiap round berdiri sih, Bang.
Something even letting Rien's know.
Yeah.
Telling it. Could shake a lesser player.
You my man.
Heretics feeling iced out here, right? You've not had a glance in. It feels like they haven't even been able to get towards the site particularly. Locked off by Shower. Locked off here toward B. And something time to take strides here. A show of dominance. Stay as well, but has to be cautious. Still a threat to be found, even in this round. Stingers, Sheriffs, looking for an opportunity and a body to drop. They've got it. Lovely clear. Finally, Heretics. Looks like there's a fire underneath them.
How? Dude.
Throwing caution to the wind there. Miniboo jumps into his own snake bite, lucky not to get punished.
I don't like this,
Somehow, in the chaos, coming away with two. PaperX not ready for that.
Batman's here pretty quick though. He's going to be watched on the drop down by Wood if he does go for it. Gonna send out the C's. Doesn't quite get a catch. Still a lot of players dedicated towards site itself. Prowler, the Horn, all coming through. So PaperX feeling like they're getting closer, but they still got so many bodies to try and play this through with Jing. Flies in, it's fantastic, but
Nyaris banget. Wah, itu kalau Jing dapet anjir. Kalau Jing dapet yang kedua, cok.
They needed a round like that. And I think they did just throw caution to the wind. The way even that Rian's peeked over towards Fountain was almost like he wanted redemption.
Tuh camah anjing.
Anjing kenapa di zoom banget anjing?
Desperate to try to take
Zoom.
Iya kalau misalnya
Andrew
nggak camah.
Engage there. They throw the smokes for front side control.
Iya, dari bagian bukan dari bagian mulut ke bawah, hidung mata dan tipe rambutnya. Andrew kan rambutnya lagi begitu.
And something's got his operator in this spot. The Prowler broken.
Still going to be present on the site. Has to fall back a little, but not a lot.
Nice thing. Pick terus. H-3 santai. Nggak usah santai, Pai.
This is a problem to be had. 3 players locked in towards long. A pop flash to go.
Ya udahlah kalau mau gitu ya udahlah. Pick terus.
Looking lethal as ever.
The util to be able to set that up is also
Keren sih.
remarkably good.
Ada flash, ada scan siap, flash siap.
But there's a flash horn combo, I believe, up over the top.
Langsung
Bun, lu kalau nge-pick kayak gituan kayak something Wilson nge-swing gituan. Lu Free Fire atau enggak?
Gue ngeliat sih.
Misalnya kayak gini, kayak orang, udah nggak jadi.
itching to
Masih
go
gua malah.
through Sand Crunch with his showstopper too, but he saves it.
Kalau gua ngerasa ya gua tuh prefer kalau
Worried, the Heretics are just going through the motions here, man. This looks a little bit lackluster still.
gua ngerasa berbahaya.
Rians can take away the audio cues and Wu can spring out with a short.
What?
But no, Forsaken just sprays down two of them.
Oh, nice.
Another ace?
Nice.
Wherever you go,
Anjir.
What the fuck?
Breakingnya mantap.
Ace! 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 Ace!
Forsaken will not get it this time.
Oh!
Putting up numbers as best he could. But this is 5-1.
Gila nih orang
And
cok.
Heretics looking
For backend.
Gila itu.
Suddenly Heretics forgot how to play Valorant properly.
Putting in a little bit of spam, anticipating that they were going to go for a short pop, and he's so right. Look at it from his perspective.
1, 2, 3. Ini loh, yang ini loh. Ah.
13 kan.
Heretics run into the bullets.
Hah, ngomong apa tadi? Medi.
Advantage there.
Wait,
The only silver lining for Heretics is that they didn't burn those big ultimates. They were about to set up, I think, for a Fade-Out Euro combo, and they still have that to be able to work with in the next, but they need a round on the board. Stat.
To say the least.
It's the exact mirror image of map 1, right? It's the other team getting out to a hot start, and we're asking the same kind of questions. Both of these squads.
Jadi pengen punya jersey esports deh.
Having that negative
Tapi
voice
yang
in
bisa
the
aku
back of your
pakai
head.
gitu.
Body language here from many Will player under
Enggak,
quite a bit of
nggak bisa
stress,
gue
but
pakai sih itu.
Can you answer back? Can you step up? Can you still be
Oh, maksudnya dipakai keluar.
Iya, Heretics kayak ini Heretics atau EDG itu juga bagus banget dah. Kau lihat share gue kan? Ya dia.
Aku lagi. Iya, aku lagi.
Again, pressure like this.
Ini.
Some focus, some fold. The factor is you only ever find out
ya,
in
bagus
games
ini.
like
Jaketnya
this.
begini.
5-1 though. HyperX showing
Lucu.
sparks of exactly why they're
Sentinel
such
bisa
a
sih.
scary
Sentinel bisa yang high Q.
Kayak
Tapi
kayak
gua
tech support tapi.
Hah?
Lu kayak tech support tuh.
Warna-warnanya kan?
Main kok bagus.
Oh my god.
Oke. Kok roketnya kayak telat gitu sih? Wah, langsung dibuka dong dia.
Oh.
Lama banget ya ngeluarin senjata, lama banget ya jadinya.
Kayak baju Asus aja.
Apaan?
Kalau senjata.
Oh, nice timing. Nice timing, fine, nice timing, fine.
Nice timing.
It's just pure chaos. What an insane teleport. He's still here. Something still around and Heretics.
Oh, nggak aware, nggak ada yang aware, nggak ada yang tahu dia di muka.
The caution. And he waits for just a moment, pausing, letting that moment stew, and the information now is there. Something. Oh,
bang.
Anjir lah, Forsaken nggak dapet lagi yang pas udah lompat, anjing.
Relying on the ult plays to be able to get themselves into a situation, and then HyperX do the most HyperX stuff of all time, trying to fight instantly to disrupt, and then taking timings through smokes to fight, just finds the
Oh, itu sih bagus banget, anjing, padahal udah apa ya.
And something tries to TP into his own team's Brimmer.
Dia nggak dapet, anjing.
That's a sick round to watch. But
Cool.
it's the footing, the toehold that Heretics need to keep the game competitive.
But it's a climb, and they are not
Dapat.
stepping down yet. Something goes finding further. Babu again, backbone here.
He's been rock solid when his teams needed him actually across both maps. He's not putting up the biggest numbers, but he's been.
Ada overhit satu tim anjing.
When it's mattered.
Absolutely key.
Now, HyperX have locked off short, so it's going to be much more difficult to head in that direction. Still fade ults on both sides. Patman taking a look quite passively actually at the moment over towards B long, but still with full fade utility to work with. Not really anticipating Heretics perhaps contacting up, but he's holding.
Oh, it's a fine angle, isn't it?
It's a reaction test.
Prowler forcing off the slightly deeper line, step back, falls in for the crossfire, has to win the 1v1.
Nice cover for
Forsaken's got his
second.
back.
Aduh, coba Forsaken nggak megang molly.
He's up for the test on the first, passes with flying colors, but swarmed in the end. And a consideration of the ult, they feel that maybe they could go for something better. There it is, Benji going for the ult.
Karena ada bagus banget lagi.
It's not bad from Jing, but unconfirmed.
Najis.
There's Devi in all of this. Jing trying to keep all of that attention. Devi does get handled again. You talk about critical kills. Boo is doing this again. Finding these key ones that basically swing the round. Almost
Cabui.
it looks like Jing's options are here to save.
Stop, gua nggak perlu seneng, menang aja udah. Gua usah menghibur anjing.
But the default into the beat finish has been the thing that's now working for them. Starting to run out of these massive ultimates though that have been crucial to getting the rounds on the board. Jing, can he keep an op online? I think he'll be able to save this one easily over towards Cave.
Bayangin orang-orang tua ya yang masuk rumah sakit tuh, yang kena penyakit jantung, terus dikumpulin suruh nonton HyperX, terus dihitung persentasenya berapa yang meninggal, cok. Aku yakin mayoritas sih. Ini game apa? Nggak mati bukan karena deg-degan aja, karena nggak paham.
Something still hunting with these early impact kills, but he's got that deep line to sit on.
Takutnya.
Play off that if they fancy. Even a horn to be added in for good measure.
Throwing out his clone and putting it through the doors over towards the teleport. Again, HyperX here, now that they're on the DP line, again, stacked the right place over towards A.
Wang Jingjie.
They are worried about showers. Clone making a lot of noise over there.
Worried about Jing. Position feel he's good for a few, potentially.
Notice how nobody is really taking space in short because you're concerned too about Forsaken spamming and just getting a couple freebies.
It's a sign of presence. To split, perhaps. So cautious here, Heretics.
Udah habisin kah semua cover
Get
second-nya.
out of jail free card with any of these ults. Still have Brienne's, but that's about all they've got here.
Terus Jing serem banget sih itu. Batman terus harus dapet sih.
30 second aggression noted towards Shower. Horn goes in, his commitment
Nice.
time. And it's Batman today. Who's getting the double?
Oh, Patty. No, Bubu. No, Batman. Gila, clear semua headshot anjir. Best Filipino.
4K from Batman comes out of nowhere, man. What an insane defensive
Hindi ka na malulungkot, malapit na ako, baby pauni ako. Berdua.
Apa itu artinya, Bang?
Kata itu lirik lagu. Hindi ka na malulungkot,
And it's scarier when they're having fun.
Tim freak anjing.
Okay, there's no weight on their shoulders now. They've got that first map behind them. They've got a bit of comfort in that. They're playing well together.
Freaky tim.
This feels dangerous if you're Heretics. Hell, you only had to look at the scoreline to know that. But again, the tension looking like it's been relieved from HyperX now. Forsaken did do nasty business down here before, just on the preemptive corners, but he's been hunted. He's been caught this time. Dealt with.
Jing dapat 2, nice.
So much damage taken away too. 3v3.
Komto ini pindah ke TP. TP dong. Stay 1 something masuk. Kenapa? Apa sih?
That's another opportunity given and Heretics really can now.
Kenapa dia? Kira tuh. Kenapa? Kenapa dia? Buka terus masuk sih.
And make Patman a device sweat and worry that you've lurked your way in. Really nicely called tempo shift there from Boo. After a good double dive with the duelists, I was worried in the previous exec that they just walked out showers again. This time, taking that space down short.
Sebenarnya Alex tuh sebagai coach bukan dia emosian anjir. Dia tuh cuma mewakilkan viewer. Itu tuh average reaction HyperX fans anjir.
It's only really Miniboo who's got that light shield beside him, so Boo and Woot a bit vulnerable, and Devi gets the operator. Gonna work this one out here. Cresting this corner, he will have
kayak mati dah David.
First missed. And a chance and a new lease
Wah,
of
dia
life.
ball 2 nih.
Back in for seconds, and Miniboo's on the case. Batman couldn't quite make it there in time to complement that clear. The 1v3 is a lot to demand, especially in these positions. Heretics would be absolutely fumbling this if they let it drop. Batman trying to path
Robot mana
toward
jauh banget lagi.
an isolated player.
Probably anticipating the boo's going to be playing off.
Gila, mini boom mana jauh banget.
His younger brother.
Bagus banget.
He's being given nothing.
Yeah.
Ada. Save guys.
But here doesn't even have an opportunity.
Aduh, timingnya.
Really nicely called there from Heretics.
Yeah, Team Heretics comp is so much about the ideas that you bring. And I think that's one of the reasons why DRX have been so excellent with it on their attack sides, because they are a theory-based team.
Okay.
Plays.
Okay.
This is one of the first that looks great from Heretics.
Miskin?
It's an eco-round idea
Enggak
where they
ya?
jump
Tapi
on
eco
top of
sih
the
mereka.
player who's going to be playing that angle a bit more aggro.
banget, so.
They're in with both duelists really quickly. Viper Wall separates off any crossfire that would be coming from pocket, and then you can isolate Jing for another kill as well. If they bring this level of creativity and theory into their other execs,
Nggak
they
banget
might
sih
still be able
itu.
to recover this half.
It's not over yet.
Buru-buru bang, sumpah mau closing baru juga first half.
Still here and Jing still feeling aggressive. This
Okay,
time
nice trade.
handled, but a trade out Forsaken trying to just get away. Stim barely getting him at regular speed, but he does make it towards backside and safety. And a 1-for-1 trade up, but Batman is taking space.
This is a very deep push. Trying to abuse the fact
Ngeri.
Lagi feeling it.
Batman ih.
running these defaults over on the A side. Boo versus Patman.
Talks about
Bang,
critical
bang, bang,
kills
bang.
and Boo
Oh,
has
dibantuin ya.
those now. Handled
look at your
again.
right.
Great
Oh.
find from him, very diligent, but it doesn't mean
Okay,
you still have
nice
access
set.
to the sites.
Okay.
Like that walk up from Woot as well when you know that you've got space over towards B. Maybe
Something.
was going for that
Okay.
anyway.
Something's beating them to the rotation, though. He's in
Nice.
position. Fantastic find towards Benji.
Oh, crosshair di situ dia
Proceeds to
sih.
being another killer. Something though going to take the space for the shorty, play to that smoke, and the expectation is there from Heretics.
Oh, mereka expect something nge-push. Mati dong gue. Enggak. Oh, gue mati. 1v3 guys, 1v3 guys, 1v3 guys. 1v3 guys.
In their hands, no horn to try and hide behind. No help on the way. It's a pure 1v3. And this is a horrific scenario to try and get out of. But Forsaken, how many multi-kills is this man gonna get?
It's a sick round to get PaperX up to 7. But it starts out here with both teams trading their duelist. It was a good punish on Patman too. They realized that they had an open B side. Maybe another opportunity for Boot to slow the game down there. But he decides to send it onto B. Send the plant as well.
Andrew,
On the defense side, Heretics recently won a bike because he was sticking those fuses, putting his body in those.
Caucasian Fatih, bro.
Now he's got an ult to play around. And Mini Boo can be a playmaker. If he can land a saturate, get a dash, play his ult, Heretics can still make something of this half.
It's 4.
Oh.
Empat di sini katanya.
3 in actuality.
4.
But Mini Boo doesn't go for it.
Could you imagine?
Via.
Bodies though to be noted early here. Those footsteps will have been heard, so Heretics might be on red alert, but still on approach here, straight through long.
Telu.
Oh, crosshair pas tuh ada dinding Ji, coba dindingnya hilang.
Heretics still defaulting though, not looking to end B just yet. The risk is that Benji is going to walk straight into this op. Something is on such a deep line.
Shot for information.
Only on the lurker. Doesn't really tell you too much when you don't see a duelist or the fade.
Mati dong.
You can see the curiosity. Rien's calling in for support here, and it takes a lot to take one down, but you'll take that at this point. 35 seconds, they need a way in.
The ult from Wu can give them information on where to put the waylay. And they're actually leaving it. Yeah, complete fake. And something's left his deep line.
It's on something who's been having
Nice bet.
Something playing a safer line here, a little bit more passive,
Dia
just
lewat
trying to hold that security
shower
for
delay
rotations.
lama.
They're going to give up the plant on this unless they have util for it, they don't. So they're going to come in. They try and overcompensate and play backside. No, they're going to play security. Mini Boo, though, going to find one. Goes for a big swing, but it's Rien to tip the scales in their favor in a 3v2. Going to need something to land a couple here. Just a shot goes astray. Benji backpedaling towards showers and security, looking like they've got some really good positions here. Lovely. Rien's something on 21 HP. He's given them some magic before. It's not being given
Kayak
much now.
75.
Hold on.
Belum lagi.
Bulldog in hand, it's not the best weapon for the job, and Boo's trying to make it much more difficult with the molly down there.
Oh.
I don't think this one's going to be possible.
Heretics, they've had to pull out all the stops here, man. This has been a
Asal.
very hard fought for just 5 rounds. Something tries to finish with a flourish, but 7-5 is competitive here after what felt like an absolute blowout of a beginning.
I think they did a good job of recovering that. We're worried about the mentals of both of these teams, and I think you can start to feel a bit more confident about Heretics. They've got another half, though, where they'll need to pick things up.
Aware. Wadidaw. Awe.
Aye.
Keren sih ini. PC bisa naro gun body gitu. Sejak kapan ada iklan? Mas sebelum ada iklan ya?
Sejak kapan? Nggak tahu.
Oke. Oke. Wajar nih beneran kah? Bon.
Kenapa?
Bob, ini jingkil 10, headshot percentage 8% aja.
Ya.
Defense from Heretics perspective, it's tougher as the waylay
Chill
to
banget.
know when you want to use that utility. A lot of what Heretics were doing was playing for retake, which might be a good idea against PaperX actually, because they do come at you with such force at the beginning of these rounds, but you've got to be clinical afterwards to be able to win in those spots.
It's a little bit of a scary combo towards the top.
Ya, lock in guys.
All looking really sharp on that first half.
And a big difference in terms of the pistol
Biar
success
aku
rate
bisa
to
tidur yuk.
PaperX. They've been better in the tournament. They dominated Heretics in the early pistol round 1. Have they got a good game plan here?
Jangan ada map 3 yuk. Capek.
Early Prowler allows Benchy Fishy to stay on a more aggressive line, and Miniboo's confident, wants to try to take a fight, wants to do a bit of spamming, but as he reloads, PaperX walk up.
And look how close they are already, Forsaken, Jing, both towards sight. There's a lot to handle, but it's Woot to then pick up the mantle, take over and find
Putar apa mana dari heaven ya?
in the space. Spike itself wants to put his body on the line for it, but Woot the bodyguard, disallowing any further steps from PRX. Pretty much held on this little short walk up.
Really sick round from Woot so far. Benji loses that duel to device, so an opening here for PaperX, but the spike down in pocket still. A flank coming through from Boo, and if he falls, more danger.
Yeah, Woot's the danger man, sure, but Divide didn't take that much damage, still on 70. Batman seems so
sabar
acutely
banget
aware
lagi.
there's a chance of this flank.
Boo's
the
playing it
form-
great though, just containing.
Doesn't need to do too much more. You should be able to put it somewhat safely in the hands of the two there, and then slowly squeeze as is needed, but
TP?
They're still looking for this kill.
Dia plan mulai gerak nih flanknya.
And Boo now on the tap of the spike, a little bit closer. Lovely reveal. That was absolutely fantastic. Can't say enough how well that helped things.
It's Woot's flash as well that sets up the horn, can't be broken. And Woot, at every point here, excellent. The way that he trades out.
Oh, dari
kills.
ini.
Certainly they hadn't realized the PaperX were that deep.
Dari di hookah ya.
But Woot's there, using Mini Boo as a little piece of bait. And Mini Boo's happy about it. So a pistol that they desperately needed, looking to try to tie the game up. This is tension.
Oh yeah. Start feeling a little bit of that heaviness of the game again. For PaperX, we saw it in kind of that first half as well, how I guess the levity of the situation coming in a bit more, feeling a little bit, you know, having fun almost, kind of kindling some of that.
They were singing and dancing.
Yeah, calmness and happiness. This might remind them that it's not quite there yet. Still a bit of threat. This normally opens up 2 potential rounds and re-ends. Catch Jing near on for free. And away we go.
Of course. That is a ridiculous use of the refract. Mini Boo just applying pressure there to the Sand people and trying to see if he can get a little bit of information.
Yeah, Defy really the only danger man you'd imagine with that Sheriff. Everyone else just down on Classic, so by all rights, Heretics should be able to keep this clean. Won't be the first time we've seen something go astray though. 4 seconds on the horn being back into play.
Yeah, well, I mean, Heretics have only got 2 people here, and Mini Boo's going to have to have big value. Doesn't have his saturate to be able to play around anymore. They need a bit of assistance. And PaperX are getting a lot of value out of walking up behind Devi's wall.
Yeah, they've made it pretty far at this point. Playing towards Tribox and Shower. I don't say giving up the plant, but it feels like they are. So something waiting, Forsaken waiting, Mini Boo, blind reward. Forsaken having to try and save them, but by now I think we know it numerically. This becomes improbable, if not impossible. Devi, make me a believer. 20 seconds. He's still got a man on sight. Oh! He doesn't anymore! And maybe I am a believer now. 13 seconds, the plant will be here.
10 seconds left.
Given away. Second time of asking 1 bullet. All he had to play with in the Stinger, forced to hit this plant now. Benji closing in. This is looking lethal. 2 bullets to the Sheriff.
Oh, ente anjir.
Desperate attempt, a brilliant try, but not enough today.
Damage done a little bit to Heretics' economy. And I think despite the losses early on here in this half, you can see that Forsaken's got the read. The coaching staff of PaperX have got the read.
Oh,
Heretics are going to want to play for retake. Because
you're
right, they're getting 3 plants down. They're getting that walk into front center bay, and they're being able to set up for a bit of post-plant aggression. So I think PaperX are prepped here. It's just about the execution. It's just about finding those moments where you can surprise a Heretics player in backside, whether that's A or B.
Lupa ambil spike anjing.
This round though, critical. You can't allow a bonus round to get put up by Heretics, because then PaperX, all of those nagging voices are going to start
again, a little louder.
thinking back to Lotus.
Wajar berarti gua kalau lupa spike.
I know a lot of us would love to see it. Always feels poetic if we get there, but an opportunity to close this out in 2 for PaperX. Good purchase here. And the bonus for Heretics.
Oh, double pick nyo.
3 players stacked up towards B long, but they all leave at the same time. A little strange. Who comes back to try to pick up this info? Ooh. Chance for Jing to punish.
Notoriously explosive player as well. You've always got to be on your guard if he's nearby. Devi looking sharp as well from that previous, got to be feeling himself after that. Even not in the conversion.
Looking to try to push back Boo and Riens in these positions. A little bit of short control for Heretics, but not enough to go for a sand crunch here. I should be fairly safe.
Kalau mereka mau ini kah, mau mancing terus ke A kah? A masih ada orang lagi.
Rotation called over. See how this looks. How's that pressure? Jing. Usual pathing, usual scaling, caught by Boo. This is getting dangerous though. Pac-Man on the fight back, that's lovely. Held off towards long, this gets dangerous, and look at the corner Boo is playing in. But they still clear, they absolutely do. Great prowler there. Ensuring the first miss, but found in the end.
All committed, they really want to win this. 4v3, looking to try to scrap, but now sitting back a little, allowing PaperX to sight. They can play the player advantage retake.
Certainly can, and with weaker weapons, you have to take all advantages. Backs to the wall, PaperX normally come out swinging.
Aggression, initiative.
Always the plan. Forsaken waiting on this corner. Not alone, but Boo still worth his weight in gold. Takes one down with him, but it's Devi to double down. Trying to secure what looks like a dangerous round, and Batman with a rather uncharacteristic miss there. Finds himself in the cubby, but a quick made. Crossfire.
One enemy.
And that's lovely from Devi.
Nice.
Lovely work.
Wow.
Showing truly fantastic form.
And that piece of post-plant
Let's go,
aggression
bang.
is what you need to see from PaperX too. If Heretics are going to allow you to get the plant down and they're going to play for advantage retakes, you need to stabilize that advantage by actually making a play yourself like this. Pushing through, finding these couple of kills on longer sight lines where the Vandals are favored.
Nice. Oh, thank God. Do I hate it when they do that?
Gue juga bang, saya juga bang Alex. Saya juga benci.
Jing with a judge. Got to create a game plan around putting him in lamps or something, don't you?
You'd imagine, right? But the hell is this beginning? No, that fell far too short.
Yeah, well, the flash just wasn't good enough there to set Mini Boo up. It's an idea. I'll give him that.
Okay, 45.
It's a good idea.
Take that.
There's now a man to the good for PaperX. They'll take that as a beginning. Bold look into an 8-7 lead for PaperX.
3 orang.
Batman here.
Oh, the perfect timing. They know now that he's retreated. They'll be so fast on the flank. Giving it away, though.
I thought they'd be a bit more subtle with this. If anything, it spurs PaperX on now, and Boo looking vulnerable. He's trying to keep back the flood on his own, and Patman very aware.
Nice pad, nice pad, nice pad, nice pad. Stop!
The security found on the site and the plant in play. It's a 3v4.
Dropped.
Wait, what?
Oh,
okay.
Just trying to play his life
Okay.
for so long. Eventually found him. The remaining two seem obvious, but Woot still sharp as ever. Trying to do what he can to recover what feels like a lost round. 3 more targets and a very little amount of time to play with. Jing noted, but that's it.
Something aggressive, confident, already on the flank, up through short.
Oh, they're not even going to be thinking about that yet. They've got too many problems right in front of them, but the danger was always behind, and the crunch should be here. He ends, cannot do enough.
Playing something, nice play.
Brilliant here.
Woo!
I don't quite understand what's going on with the Peripheral in the post plant, but all good. PaperX handled that very nicely. This early play just wasn't enough to try to set Mini Boo up. It's maybe just straight up unlucky there, that something is tucked so close to the wall he doesn't get hit by the flash. But they weren't particularly subtle with the triple push out through sand.
Big Tiger, what the fuck?
Spams a little bit into
Big Tiger.
hookah, and then you don't see him.
Big Tiger.
You just contact up and take the fight against him, but
especially there's 3 of you.
yeah,
right?
they flash pushed out just in case there was another couple lingering in that area, trying to be diligent, but they just didn't quite have the read on what was happening, and they incentivized PaperX to go for the push into A.
Yeah.
They, Team Heretics that is, are now dropped onto an eco round, and it's desperate territory once more. Just these two that have been put together back to back for PaperX apply so much pressure.
Yeah, you're feeling every second in this timeout now for Heretics. That scoreline starting to feel such a threat. 10 could be there for PaperX, and they have map 1 behind them. 2-0 doesn't look impossible now. Heretics need to dig deep. You've got to find something here. Not the player. Just something to work. Couple of sheriffs, a stinger. The light shield.
Let's go, guys.
To bank on.
4 round lagi. Gue terakhir kali ngomong 4 round lagi gue ketemu kalian. Mereka kena comeback anjing.
I mean, they got the martial sheriff idea playing
Ibu akan ngomong.
showers, but my eyes are glued onto Mini Boo because I think this is the spot where he needs to be taking a couple of liberties, trying to get his read on the game.
Harus aware.
See if he's up for it. Frustrating probably in the last round, so he has to get himself back on the right page. On that corner. Looking like he's ready for this too.
It can be really difficult to proactively play the Waylay on defense. It's quite easy when your opponents are coming into you.
Okay. Luckily the wall not going his way, so he does get to stay on this line.
That's his own saturate.
Fight timing. Okay,
Back over towards A. Boo and Woot still out here with that martial sheriff combo. But you can't really get the value through the smoke you're looking for. They can rotate in fast.
Getting there, but it is going to be slightly behind the curve now. And spray and pray ain't gonna be answered. It's Rien's only landing one back. Forsaken up at the helm, but Woot does well. Hold on, it ain't over yet. As Heretics fighting tooth and nail for this. Everything they've got. Benji desperately doing this himself if he has to. But Forsaken found. Heretics, miracles answered now.
Oke, gua nggak ngomong apa-apa, oke? Gua nggak akan ngomong apa-apa.
From such a tough position, played in his teammates. And PaperX just got stuck. It's a disastrous opening, obviously, but the recovery was immaculate. Jing, blinded up by Woot, wanders into the smoke for a free kill on Benji. Benji then picks up a rifle, just as Forsaken drops one and picks up the Marshall. Those are the kind of miraculous rounds, a MasterCard 50 that get you back into games like this, because it swung the economy drastically.
That's all it took, one round and it's game back on. 9-8. No rest for the Wicked here, as PaperX asked to do something similar. Right back to Heretics. But as you said, that pendulum has swung. Money, much better now for Heretics. Maybe confidence too.
Bring them down.
I think as long as PaperX don't waste some of their ultimates in this round, though, they'll be straight back on the horse. You just can't allow the moment to get to you. Of course, if they get an opportunity to really hammer things home, then fair enough.
Well, it's fine margins, and Jing wants in. He's found the body. Takes away Woot, but Rien's quick on the trade. Does have the help from Boo here from up above, and the rotation coming through from Mini Boo. This isn't an isolated effort anymore, and stall on the plant.
Benji still has to stay over towards B in case there's a pivot through that teleport.
They want this. A pre-take near on, and it's worked wonders this time. Mini Boo and Rien's fighting back for the site. There's something looking for an upgrade. Gets himself a Sheriff as Forsaken still alive. Missed a multi-kill so far. But Heretics should play composed here. Triple swing. Great call. Great discipline. And now we're back at 9 apiece.
Every time you think you might see a mental collapse from one of these teams, the resilience is
Dia
actually
udah
the
ngepick
defining
Predator
factor.
gitu anjing, pede
The
banget
comeback in
mati.
the first map from PaperX.
Bukan Master Bridging
Here, the confidence from Minibu in a spot like this. It's an anti-eco. He still goes for the aggressive play that his team needs to set the others up. Gets a pick off the back of it too. A reminder, Minibu only got 2 kills. He went 2 and 12 on the defense side of Ascent. And now here already with 4, doubling that. And I think it's more difficult to play the Waylay on defense than it is to play the Yoru, for example, on Ascent. But he's out here. He's putting it all on the line. That's what you want from both of these teams. 9-9. Still with ults to play with, though, on both sides. I think PaperX have had some nice ideas here. I don't think you can allow losing a single rifle round and then an eco. Well, it wasn't even a rifle round, was it? It was.
Not really.
It was an eco, an anti-eco that they lost into an eco of their own. So once the guns are on board here, PaperX have been the better team. I don't think you need to be too worried about it, but they're going to burn their first time out to have a little discussion.
I don't mind it. It does give chance, though, for Heretics to check in as well. See a chance there for them to get everything right. As you noted, a couple of these ults on both sides now. Maybe a quick reminder of something they have in mind. But the buy's still far from perfect if you are looking at the PaperX boys. Light shields across the board are at least going to be up on the full weapons, but still, be suffering in some aspects. See if they can answer back. I think I'm with you on that, though. When it came to the gun rounds, they have looked very, very solid. Good ideas, good approaches. That grit, though, for Heretics, keeping them very present, especially in the scoreline.
I want to see PaperX when they get into sites not focus on getting the plant down too much, because Heretics have got crazy plant denial. Take the fight, take the extra step further, and try to engage the Heretics players.
It's a rare day. You have to encourage them to go aggressive. It feels like it's normally very much in the DNA. It would be nice to see that little bit deeper fact-finding.
Oh, and they've got the ults to play for it this round.
Right, something searching deep on this. Still 2 players on the site, so it's certainly not a free take. Something's got to be careful. Ult comes in. Something back with the boys. We're trying to hold the line from backside, but it's Heretics trading in 2 for 1. Site still not secure and plant certainly not down. Boop just trying to stay alive through the smoke pretty much. Passing each other like ships in the night. Forsaken a little bit deeper than maybe they'd expect, but he can't do anything with it. This time something in Divine left. Looking vulnerable. Easy to find, and Heretics finding stability in the final rounds here. 10-9 now.
They're controlling that aggression really nicely here on the defense side. PaperX, though, they go for that additional layer I'm talking about. But as they flash, the smokes are still up, so nobody gets blinded by it. And the synergy they're going for with their ultimates, well, Pac-Man didn't catch a single player in the fade ult. They didn't have the info to be able to put that in the right place. It didn't set up something for the pick.
Stealing my kills.
So not the perfect execution there from PaperX, and you see the frustration from Alex. They've offered an opportunity for Heretics to get back in this game.
He also said in that interview, there's been the right ideas, it's just been sometimes the execution of them that's been fallen short. Sometimes it felt like, again, that was the right idea, but the execution just off. Now we see if they can dig deep here.
Yeah,
I love this from Miniboo,
They
though.
could do with some magic, couldn't they?
Oh, they need a bit. Ooh, Miniboo caught a little asleep at the wheel there.
Well, he had to
Many
check
targets.
Yeah, he had to check multiple angles at once.
Benji's down on 5 HP. This is giving them a real chance at this. It's scrambled. It's chaos on the site, but the Spike is left alone in showers. They can't get out yet. Calm before the storm. So close to one another, and it's Forsaken to strike first, and this is the brawl they were looking for. Jing finding Boo, it ain't over yet. No security to be found here yet. Woot, Rien's the last two alive, didn't expect it in this round.
Jing's done incredibly at controlling lamps. Showstopper online as well, but no health to work with.
All three here. Woot, how much you meant to do? That's one, takes a bit of damage. He's right. Oh, he's absolutely right! Something. What do you have for us now? You'd love to find someone, but you've been found yourself. And the options looking dreary, being herded, put into a corner, but you can't do that to him. Rien's close by, ready to be the one to take one step further. 11 rounds now for Heretics.
I thought PaperX had done it there, man. I thought that they'd managed, with that 2K from Jing, to take control that they needed to get the round out. And Woot somehow, as the Prescience just expect someone on that corner.
It's this.
There's so much damage, but it's this kill right here. Does he
see him? Yeah, there's just something there.
Oh, that's mad. That is absolutely mad. He gets the pick he needs, and it opens the floodgates. Rifles back, but attack timeout. The second one used here for PaperX. So now, last opportunity for the coaches to have any impact before a potential OT. And we may get there. It feels like a game that could have OT written on it, but PaperX would have to win this one. They're at risk of being ecoed again. And they've already used a lot of those big ults that you would expect them to get the advantages on their attack side with. I think they're really struggling with the style of Heretics here.
I think so. I think that's a really fair assessment. And now we get to see a little bit more layering as well coming up from Heretics. Gonna see that operator in play. Woot opting for this here. No ults to bank on this time, though, for Heretics. Still got Jings ready to go if there's the opportunity beckoning. It does feel a little bit desperate at times from PaperX here, clutching opportunities that simply weren't allowed. But again, Heretics handling them well. Go back in 9-11. Heretics feeling like maybe Lotus is a reality. That third map. We talked about resilience between both of these sides, the ability to bounce back. They both had their fair share of heartbreak in the past. Who's got what it takes now?
A 4-player stack to start the round over here for Team Heretics. Maybe just setting up for a flash horn at the beginning, though it looks like Woot wants to take a peek. He's always got that gate crash to go and help Benji.
There's the flash, there's the horn. Gonna give away Jing's position, but mostly just gives Woot this deeper line, but it feels readable potentially.
I think it might have been an anti based on the fact that Jing likes to go down short with the showstopper. They might have been trying to put pressure early on and just make it a bit more readable. Jing doesn't really have the space now to go for that A exec.
Feels like they're putting this together. They're figuring out the plan, but you still have to deal with Woot. Dangerous on the corner. Pixel spotted. He's hunting it down. You can see the temptation, but forced away.
And now Jing's got that space to try to go in, but Forsaken calls them back. They've still got a double stack in Hookah to try to deal with. Could be Divine making this call. We've seen him with some mid-rounding that was super impactful early on. Map 1. This is tough though to break.
It really is. And it looks contact piece. Knows his lines, but in the grave nevertheless. Rien's comfortable on the corner. And the cavalry called in as well. Rotations on the way. Prowler up long. Something trying to outstep Benji. Ain't gonna happen. Forsaken though, still alive and still a threat. Pop of the ult. Fights back on another. Benji's dead. It's a 3v3. But Miniboo getting interested. Traded out. Blow for blow, these two sides. Plant is in. Time on PaperX's side.
Have to wait for Boo. Boo booking it to try to get into Hookah as quickly as possible. But that opens opportunities for PaperX to go walkabouts. They're very separated currently. If Forsaken gets a pick though, he has ult online and the round is almost impossible to defuse.
They done enough. PaperX done enough here. Heretics running low on time. Have to make a move, make a chance, and Jeng called upon to potentially save PaperX here. Around the houses we go. Oh, the Woot lives to fight another day as Heretics push on to 12.
He's been the best player in the server today, Woot. He's been absolutely on fire across maps 1 and 2, but that is a tilting way for Woot to win that. The wide swing onto Forsaken, and Jing has the jump on him.
Shoot my head, bro. You need to shoot my head, not butt.
Oh. And all of that levity, the singing and dancing from PaperX when they were up massively in the first half, it's got to be crushing out there. They've just lost 5 in a row. And going into Lotus, everything's stacked against them right now. They need 3 just to get it to OT. And it's Heretics who are the ones being proactive, making the moves and winning the contact duels.
The dream they've been running on might be turning into a nightmare. PaperX having to face their fears now. Close on the line, trying to get the timing on the spam. It's curious. It's ahead of you. This is confidence aplenty. Dangerous choices. But the right call and the right timing to fall away. Jing, bold in his approach, but then going to be marked, going to be noted here.
There's a massive pit as well. Waylay grabbing a ton of information and setting up Woot on the line.
Oh, it's falling to pieces for PaperX. Getting no access here. Heretics in full control.
They have to go back into Benji Fishy's ultimate.
Last place you want to be going. What other option do they have now? Trying to clear the site as they go. Rien's putting down Devi. Just 2 left alive, and Heretics showing signs of life here. In a rotation, but a prime position for Boo. Can he secure it now? Patman still standing, but merely for a moment. Lifeline gathered for Heretics. And that nightmare reoccurring now as Lotus is going to be map 3. We'll be back after this in just a moment.
Gue gak usah ngomong lagi dah, 4 tahun lagi ya, mau ketemu bodo amat, ketemu anjing.
So I want them to be able to see me play. I want to win, so we can play more. I really enjoy playing. I enjoy playing, you know, like without fear and without regrets.
NS, first of all, I want to win for my family and myself. For you guys, I want to win because I want to play now. I mean, I'm gonna bring back one reason why I joined this team. I want to help my brother be champion. Tomorrow, Lemonade is coming.
Kedengeran nggak?
And if we eliminate today, it's gonna be really bad. I want to win
Bobby?
for Lemonade at the same time. I really want to play in the big arena again.
Kedengeran nggak?
So much.
Ya, kedengeran.
Apa ngecok lagi sih anjing kalah thrifty tuh. It's okay. Masih ada map 3. Wait, what? Oh. Shit, man.
I mean, we had chances, bro. We had hella chances on bind. It's not even like we're playing bad. We are literally throwing it away. We are still, in my opinion, individually the better team, but we cannot close rounds, especially the ecos. And they, like, Heretics deserve to win that map fully because of that. They're capitalizing on all the little mistakes. Naox, thank you for the prime. Listen, all I'm saying is the Toronto run wasn't perfect either, man. We made a lot of...
Apa semuanya iklan sih? Gue FK lu dah kalau gitu.
Halo.
Hey. Hello.
I want PaperX to have PTSD going into Lotus.
A couple of days ago, excuse me, PaperX defeated G2 Esports, and everyone thought that they'd be at the top of the mountain, but now they find themselves on the brink of elimination. Can Los Niños pull off a miracle? Let's find out and send it back over to Pansy Inside Show.
All on the line now. This is what it's about. Two very different positions to be in for these teams. The fact that Heretics brought it back in map 2, overcoming their woes. But the worries for me are not with them. It's PaperX having to overcome a true living nightmare of facing this map for tournament life.
They obviously chose that 9-1 lead that they had.
Apapun hasilnya lo, gue nggak sanggup nonton match lain.
Half where they were up 9-1, obviously the half where they couldn't get even a single round. Their attack side, where they're beginning here, something had 0 kills in that attack side. 0 and 10. He talked about the fact that recently hasn't been feeling confident in his recent matches, doesn't really know why, has to fix it. Well, this might be your final hour to do so. HyperX all the pressure on early, but they'll have gone over that game. They'll be feeling good about the adjustments.
And start.
Yo. Semangat ya.
No quiet steps towards Z. Happy to be loud about it.
One of the things they were self-critical of was the fact that they were going for so many just off-round execs. Go take mount control, immediately go C. This time, they go for that C default, but then open the door. Pressure anyone who might be pushed up towards B, like the chamber. Leave Divide to get info on the opposite side of the map. So, Forsaken's got more options to work with. Options to go towards A, to pivot through that blue room.
But this is a dangerous man to be going towards. Early spot, doesn't stick around too long. Goes that next step.
Okay, he missed.
Trip here to slow them down.
That's a frustrating springboard in, slowed down for sure, but no over-rotates yet from Heretics. Playing quite calm towards that CT side. 2 different players now noted. They should have a good idea who's here. This early work from Woot, he's already dropped down. Both of them have, and it's a horrible surprise as Heretics ring the bells of PaperX. And they're not stopping. It's Divine needed, and he can't do enough.
Exactly as Kukuku was talking about on the desk. This is the style that Team Heretics would like to replicate. What Fnatic did yesterday. You put a bit of early pressure on them, find out where PaperX are going, and then get back into the site with these retakes. And PaperX just couldn't hold on. They lost 3 retakes on C, they lost 2 retakes on A. It was a nightmare. Even though they got in positions to get the plants down, they just couldn't convert. And this is going to be rattling around in their brain, because that is an exact repeat.
The fear for me is this goes beyond just the latest game. You look back to champs, you look back to those losing sour moments that have haunted these boys for a long time. It was on Lotus too. They have suffered here. The only way to overcome this is to fight through it. Not the start they would have wanted. They can change their fate. PaperX now look to try and do something here. Not a great deal to play with. The frenzy and a sheriff on the other side.
Looks like a deliberately missed smoke here. Taking at something to pop out of and
Oh,
the read.
what the fuck?
Although something able to slip ahead, should be dead here. He is. Decent enough though to get one. Heretics happy to allow them in the door.
They've got B locked off. They can take this fight.
Oh,
Jing.
sini dapat. Oh,
Jing! Divine! Did you forget who you're facing, Heretics? You can't take them lightly. So now it's down on Wooting Rien's. A swift backhand to remind you the PaperX are lethal every day of the week.
Rienz has to survive. Still
Can't
with
go
full
down.
util.
Oh! Okay, Batman, show me some magic here. 30 HP and 45 seconds, plenty of time. Woot on the other side.
nice try.
Safety found in the end, but my God, they made that one dangerous.
Incredibly so. In a manner in which was surprising,
Ketika
because
mahal
the Heretics
mereka.
felt like they completely isolated Jing on site. He just runs up on Boo, takes him out, and Devi gets played in through the smoke. This bonus round will have barely any sting whatsoever. I haven't said that. Woot with a headhunter, and they did keep an outlaw. Yeah. A little bit of disappointment there for PaperX's coaching staff that they weren't able to clean up the round, but they should be able to get on the board fairly quickly.
3-1 beginning. Sitting passive. Again, you're looking at the purchase. See, for Heretics, it is going to be pretty calm here. This, I guess you could call it bonus.
Pati A.
Slightly more passive line, that's the shoulder. You see decent. Oh my God, seeing more than just a decent amount of progress. Dropping the body.
That's an incredible shot. Pivot
Stop
through into
fucking
B though.
shooting, man.
Open doors and an easy plan. But Boo can tap this connector, throw a paranoia through, and distract for the retake. Heretics want to play for those.
Yeah, not out of the woods just yet, even on the better weaponry, so they're sending Jing forward. Putting his body on the line, and he's alone. No help coming, but he doesn't need it right now. Finally put down and traded out. It's Forsaken still alive. You're looking at the pressure on the back lines, but it's late. Boo goes down, and it looks like they got this in hand.
nice fight. Oh,
PaperX.
Jing, don't
Real
forget to do.
life.
Nice, okay guys.
Nade combo actually there from Heretics. Didn't go deep enough into the corner to catch onto Jing and put the pressure there in heaven. But I like from PaperX that they're trying to push further, deeper in the post plan. Paranoia up through heaven allows Jing to fight for that extra space. Now we've been making a lot about this map as
Oh, that
it
fight.
pertains to the downfall of PaperX and that 9-1 loss. But Heretics also just got brutalized out here.
Yes.
And one of the reasons was that they couldn't hold rubble control. So PaperX should, on the attack side, be able to take this space whenever they like.
Menang 2 kali
They can get
berturut-turut.
past the grav net, it does nothing.
Jing straight there again, not the first time we've seen it. Their last round too. Bit of a switch up though. Benji this time playing over toward A.
Menang
Feel
2
like
kali
a committed
berturut-turut.
approach thus far. Swing on the door, drawing all eyes
Ekonominya
here.
kalian pegang kan?
Blue room picked up by Miniboo. Danger on the door drop. Gotta be careful. Gotta be ready. And they're not. Miniboo catching 2 unawares. You don't get to do that against him. A third as well.
Spike down.
Leaving blue room painted red. Heretics leaving just 2 alive from PaperX now. What can Devi and Forsaken do?
Percentage play would be the save in this spot, but Forsaken makes a play, and Devi actually with a 2K eventually shut down though. They're not going to be able to buy very well in the next. They had a couple of players with great money, and a couple without any, which which is why those two guns towards the
kayak
end
gini.
could have been
Iya
absolutely
ngetek deket
imperative for
banget
them.
tapi.
Yeah, they've chosen not to go for that. I mean, they had minimum loss bonus as well. Which still might have not been enough. Heretics immediately answer back after that anti-bonus with a big round from an important player. Someone who's most likely to doubt themselves, who says their main reason for wanting to win this game is to help their brother become a champion.
Not a bad reason by any means, but Forsaken having something to say about the matter. And Blue nearly reminded to not take them too lightly either. Four in the corner and gonna be dead. HyperX.
There go the brothers.
Okay. 3v4.
Taken out instantly. And Miniboo with an ult to boot. The Thrifties were defining in getting Heretics back into bind.
Wow,
Here they
low
might
is
offer
here.
an opportunity for PaperX.
This would be dreamy for them, wouldn't it? But this one, ult there for Jing if required. Devi as well. Patman. This is lovely. It's just lacking that weaponry on two, but still, the open
Batman
sight
ada
to work for.
ulti, Davi ada ulti. Udah ada tiga ulti bagus anjing.
They found this timing pretty perfectly. Question is whether you want to take a little more aggression in the post plant. This is one of those spots where I don't think you need to. You have ults, you have free space, you have a player advantage.
Spike planted.
Please jangan nge-throw guys, jangan
How
nge-throw
long they can keep it.
Nyalain aja, nyalain.
Quietly and cautiously. No way! PaperX caught again! This is ridiculous stuff, and now something's position will be given away, as will Devise. Something tries to stand, he falls. It's just too simple for Heretics.
Banget.
The two players fighting over towards pit go down in an instant, and one of them is Jing, who has an ult to try to stop the retake from happening. You can't be taking early duels like that if your job is to spring back in. He swings to trade Batman, take the L, go back in with an ultimate, make them scared.
Batman ada
Might as well choose
ulti,
not to
Davi
use a
ada
steel garden in that
ulti.
situation. It just is too easy.
No.
That's
Timeout lah.
that's a timeout. That's a timeout right there.
Jelas banget
Massive
anjing.
worry. They only got 2 rounds on the attack side of Bind, and that was, you know, they had a 7-5 half, got 2 rounds, and then at 9-7, they lose the plot completely. Heretics on the run back 6 rounds in a row. And again here on the attack side, this is where they lost to Fnatic. This was where they lost, what was it, 10 rounds in a row, I think, after a 9-3 half. Disgusting stuff.
And it has to be there, even in the back of their minds. I'm sure coaching staff, Minnie and Alex both, don't want that to become something they can't get rid of, they can't shake off. But these are echoes of those previous games and those previous woes already starting to show slightly, and some of these tendencies, some of these problems. And if you're Heretics, you're grinning ear to ear, man. This feels fantastic. Everything working well, firing, Miniboo looking solid.
Heretics already have more rounds than in their loss to Giants on Lotus. That was a 13-3. They got pasted. So this is a fantastic beginning. An opener that's showcasing that they can play this retake style and put a lot of pressure onto PaperX.
Make it count now, PaperX. Coming out of this timeout, you got ults. You got a decent buy yet, Jing. On the judge, doesn't worry me too much. Actually going over to the Bulldog instead.
Okay.
Last time Jing had a buy like this, they went for a C exec, he double blast packed into a smoke. But that was the start of the downfall.
Change up here, however. To show an early interest towards that B side. Pressure door, TP out.
They can't stop the door from being open.
Di wall.
But it's dangerous to try to break this wall out here. From a safer position, they do break one of the smaller limbs of it, so they threaten across. Benji still with an annihilation, can put a lot of pressure and save a lot of time for rotates to come through, help to arrive. All about the ults this round to me.
Yeah, and that blue door rotation last time. Oh, it's Miniboo straight away. Can he catch him scrambling? Gonna be hard to find a target here. Might just post it towards tree, see what he finds. Oh, he's chasing this one. He wants to go further, but he finds Jing. Big scalp to claim. That's the showstopper gone. The reaction is required. Benji invests all, gets the catch as well. Forsaken looking to be kidnapped. Benji trying to fall back somewhere safer. And it's just ults on ults now. Gone back out though. Patman gonna find Benji before he had any say in the equation. Boom. Does work on one, but it's gonna be down to a 1v2. Woot's still alive and 2 men to find. Devi on guard. Duty will not let Patman fall. HyperX
Nice.
still in
Nice.
this.
Heretics got so much space off the back of those ultimates. HyperX battle back.
Masih ada ulti edging berarti ya.
I really like the push from Patman. He goes up and around a smoke to be able to catch a backstab timing. Attempt at the outplay there from Jing.
30 seconds left.
But in the end, more of a scrap on the site, less of that standard retake setup, and HyperX
Kasih
thrive
gua
in the
5
chaos.
aja.
Both duelists still with ultimates to play around. They've been taking these openings to the round a little slower and giving themselves options. This one might be all in.
It's going to be divided. Hard to make this work. Jing, got to make it over. No, he's stuck. This is looking like a disaster. What do HyperX do now? Finally making it through, but it's not going to have the same sort of punch to it, but at least they have the sight.
But all of the retakers around, putting the pressure on early.
Okay.
Heretics are going to be here almost as the plan goes down.
Yeah, this is very, very early. HyperX have been playing on the site itself. Only one disconnected away, being Devi. Can they win out the scrap this time? No, so far they've fallen. Something goes down on the front lines. Benji rewarded. Find those next steps up though. Patman replies. It's not simple stuff just yet. Forsaken takes the paranoia and gives them time to turn, but Devi falls to Boo on the back line. Has to be the pressure from the door. You can see the discomfort. Forsaken has to look left, look right. Jing still standing. Patman as well. 2v2. Patman playing it forward.
Nice,
It's
Pat.
fantastic. Great work from him. Leaving just Boo alive.
Oh ya, nice.
Play with. There it is. Time's gone. HyperX.
Nggak, something lu harus pede something.
Patman's the savior again. After the play that he made in the previous round,
Suka
taking
gue
the risk,
liatnya something lagi.
it's like a turret.
Lagi down banget kayak so. Kemarin dia kan yang pas kena comeback Fnatic kan itu di attacking side-nya dia kill 0 tau.
Just about everywhere, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Second half.
Miniboo is difficult to hit as well. He's flying out on a big wide swing. HyperX desperately needed that one, and I don't really like the way
Lu
that
harus
he
bangun
approached
something.
it.
Lu harus
He was
anjir.
very all in. Jing got stuck. He needed a hero, and Patman, the newest player to the roster, was him.
Might be the cure to their woes, but a challenge is Boo.
Nice something. Itu loh. Nice Pat.
As Heretics throwing everything on the line here. Hold on, preempts.
Itu something. Itu.
HyperX gonna survive through the storm.
Nice.
Heretics throw down the deadlock wall, and HyperX
Tunjukin
just
siapa
presses
raja
against it. Faces against
Rusia.
the glass, shooting bullets through it.
Russian King.
The first serious attempt here that we're seeing from
Vladimir Ilya. Let's go.
with their utility, finding some level of value, they still lose. And this is what was killing their defense side against
Petrov.
Giants. And they're still not finding any value in this area of the map. HyperX can take rubble whenever they want.
To be exploited again, this won't be the first nor the last. Is there anything now to stop them? Jing again.
Oke, tahu ada OP kan.
Oh, so simple. Boot though, looking to try and find the players behind. Stays just that
Ya,
second
kusir
longer,
OP.
but will have to fall away. They are fast to this.
Looks like they might want to pivot through the blue room.
There.
Ke B begitu lagi. Patman dulu udah progress.
Oh, look at this paranoia.
Nice. Molly Jing. Nice doggy Patman. Oh my god. Nutupin anjing.
Bank on for Heretics, so plant in play. It's a 3v5.
You can't lose control of this one. And in fact,
No.
Heretics look like they might
Save,
be giving
just
it
go
up.
safe, just go safe.
That's the kind of round that HyperX never put together, not one single time against Fnatic. They tried a B pivot only once, and they didn't even have anyone coming from the other direction. Here, it's perfectly synced up between Patman and the players coming through blue
Kalau mau
room.
ngejar nggak ada uang ya?
The value from the ultimate, the nade kill, the prowlers in your face. The timing is all put together. A much better performance here, showing that they've learned the lessons of that catastrophic failure yesterday.
Learning quickly, it hasn't been much time between. These are still fresh wounds. Able to adjust this well here is a fantastic sign for them. Taking the lead up to 5. Heretics going to be asked a couple of questions now. Can they adapt back? Can they find a way to handle this? Those opening forays, those opening moves from PaperX are starting to look good here, starting to look a bit more comfortable.
Well, they've also put pressure on the Heretics economy, which means that they can't go towards something like an Odin as easily. The Odin across from Tree, Kakuka was again talking about it on the desk. That was something that Boaster was doing immaculately. And they had so many troubles dealing with it.
Dari tadi Heretics nggak main Odin ya?
To try to navigate that if Heretics pull it out.
Yeah.
But at the moment, especially if you can't fight for rubble control,
Gue jadi pengen main ini ya, main di Lotus main Odin kan?
the big 1-2 combo that was killing PaperX is the Odin spam from Tree, and then Kayak taking peeks from that blue door.
Shit, gue migrain.
We haven't really seen that game plan coming out the same way again here from Heretics. They're not going to have the funds, as I said, to go for the Odin. So more of it comes down to Woot trying to get on aggressive lines. And the chamber is a little limiting. Sure. It's not horrendous by any means, but it doesn't have the same freedom that he does on the Jet and the Yoru across map 1 and 2.
A little bit more choreographed in application, but at this point, I need a timeout for Heretics. You don't want to let that pendulum swing because PaperX, that momentum, when it gets behind them, it only gets stronger. And it has been that kind of Pac-Man display, getting them back on track. Divide, consistent backbone of this side. A big adjustment here, and it could be a brawl right off the rip. Looking for that Seize nade combo. PaperX have to be on guard here.
Okay.
Giving it a second. And now the commitment. Scramble, get away. Pac-Man gonna take a lot of damage. How did he live? I have no idea. I actually have no idea how he got away with that one. They did lose one in the process. Forsaken did go down.
Yeah, Forsaken's having a bit of a rough game here, 3 and 8. Trying to focus on calling a better squad.
Ooh, but that's not bad at all. This pivot towards B has been a great get out.
Okay, low Rians-nya.
And a good fact finder, looking a little bit deeper there and sending Rians away barely alive. I like this from something a bit audacious, sure.
Okay, gue suka,
Need
tapi
something to
nggak.
secure you this comfortable post plant, but his teammates fallen, and the aim's
Okay, he
messy,
got
a
one.
rarity to say, as Boo battling back for the boys. Just Devi and Pac-Man, the two who've been exceptional for PaperX to this point.
The push from Pac-Man is really nice. Threw a Seize to block off the waterfall players and now goes up towards Boo.
Going to be somewhat behind them, and Devi still standing strong. Riens was the walking wounded earlier.
Gue di sini.
And again,
Nice.
Danger Duo doing exactly
Nice, boys.
leading by example in this game.
Sick 4v5
Nice
round
nice
from
fight.
PaperX. Exactly what they needed. Great adjustments in a post plant setup, looking to go forwards always. Whether it's something, and yeah, you're right.
Oh, kalau lompat gitu ngurangin damage ya?
Or whether it's Pac-Man putting resistance in one area, then sprinting into another. I've been really impressed with Pac-Man so far. I think he is stepping up just when his team needs to stay in the tournament, to make it to the big arena, play under the brightest lights. And another massive rubble fight. Team Heretics have not won one yet.
Going back in
Wah, battle di A. Oh, tempur.
outcome this time.
Ketahuan race di sini, deadlock di sini.
And it's on a weaker purchase, even harder to make.
Nice!
Has been monstrous. Massive impact.
Sick punish onto Woot. A low buy round for Heretics. So Devi probably not incentivized to use his ult in this one.
4 tahun 5 mereka Iko. Oke, Bunya masih di sana, 3 dari City. Oh, plan di situ bisa kelihatan main side ya. Oke. Tahun rame tuh, rame tuh. Oke, 2 City, 2 waterfall.
I'd like to see somebody doubled up with Pac-Man. He might end up getting double, triple swung in this spot. And yeah, they go for the high-low. Something underneath.
Paranoianya, wah bagus sih.
Paranoia is sharp. It's in the right place.
Paranoia, oke, semua survive.
Horn goes in, flash comes out, a bit of a trade out, gets messy. Boo gonna find his connection towards Jing.
Okay, nice fight.
Still that backline is there. Divide part of it. Still
Nice spot. Nice something.
Finding stability. It was been an explosive.
Gue tahu lu bisa, Bang. Harus ya. Gue tahu lu bisa. Lu tuh terbaik. Mari tunjukin killnya something. Mari kill something. Mari tunjukin. Nice guys.
Oh,
oke, baru ngeluarin Odin ini.
But it may be Woot.
Oh, udah ini udah prefer atas itu lagi. Ketahuan kah? Oh, oke, kemis.
Has to fall away here. A real predicament. There's no
Ketahuan
further
OP di sini kan?
investigation from PaperX. Happy to leave it at that.
They've got massive ults. Jing with that mount control gets himself an ult orb, showstopper online. And Woot knew where he was
Samping
going.
satu dapat hero ult.
Just couldn't land the shot.
Davai ada
Quite sharp enough.
apa? Garden apa? Weaponless Garden. Jing ada RPG.
Who can get more value? You don't normally see Benji put one out. How practiced is he with it?
We also wanted the
Abis
support
ini
as well from a
something
similar
we Another
character
World.
Kayak was doing, right?
Yeah.
Get that support system in play. As it stands a bit on
Di
his
Broadin
own,
lagi.
you can see the mini boot is getting a bit closer here. Maybe this is the combination we were waiting for, playing behind the smoke, sent scrambling by the paint shell. They are still stepping this way. Mini boot getting forced away. Paranoia coming in.
Oh, nice weaponless Garden.
Coming out as well.
Nggak ada Odin, masuk.
Playing this calm though.
Still got the ult to be able to play around.
Oke, RPG.
Worrying down to here.
What the fuck?
You're out of your mind. The 4 HP. Ain't
Nice
much
thing.
to be right
Nice.
about. PaperX
Something ada Another World. Ayo.
still on the site.
An incredible recovery after essentially aimbot
against
comes
them.
out from Rienz. A 3v3, but the spike
Nice.
down 10
Borbaken.
seconds. Gotta create
Satu di 3.
Trying. It's on Mini Boo. Oh,
Nice. Some swing.
as Boo has to face this. on
1v3.
his own. 1v3.
Gak mungkin dong.
It's so much to ask of one man.
Nice smoke.
And PaperX have
Save
got
aja
a
OP,
key
save
in
aja
this
sampai
now.
buat ini next half.
Thing there. We can see where they reside.
Nice.
Looking
Gila lu tadi lihat Killarian segala.
right. Have they done it?
Enggak lagi.
Nih harusnya di replay anjing. Yang Jing ulti.
Feels like it, doesn't it? After 7 rounds in a row.
Nih lihat tuh.
They are the ones with momentum. This
Ah.
double kill from
Ah.
Rienz is spectacular, and yet they're the
Alma.
only players who drop.
Alma.
PaperX with
Unreal.
perfection in the rest.
It's all possible. We'll be back after the half.
Why are we pushing?
Nice. Ya, 84. Aduh, lebih dari gue yang minta itu. Lebih dari yang gue minta. Let's go. Produktivitas tanpa batas. Dat is nooie klassiek tip S11 Ultra. USL.
Every day, feel more strong, emotional, free, joyful. Feel everything. Feel it all myself. The Eau de Parfum and the new Absolute Yves Saint Laurent.
Ja, dann lass uns mal den ING-Löwen finden, oder?
Die Bank mit dem Löwen.
Und bitte 100 € Gutschrift fürs kostenlose
Valorant is a
Bier.
5v5 character-based tactical shooter video game from Riot Games.
Mit dem Löwen.
War doch gut, oder?
The worries and woes at the beginning looked like they were back in effect. But something happened to PaperX on that 6th round, and they went on a damn run after that.
I think they figured out exactly what Team Heretics were looking to try to do. The adjustment was sublime. And after losing 12 rounds in a row yesterday, almost all of them on their attack half, they now put together 7 against Heretics. And the pressure is just on massively. A Coinbase Econ report, you could have picked out Divine or Patman because they were both sublime. Look at the damage done to Woot as well. Massive shutdown in the Sentinel versus Sentinel matchup. And PaperX have been great at pistol rounds too. If they put another on the board, it's actually Heretics that we need to be looking at and asking all of the questions about the big crumble. They came out to such a hot start, 4-1 up. And you heard the stress in the voice of Weber. After one of those late rounds, they need the mental pick-me-up.
Certainly do.
Yeah.
Times now. But at this point, there's no easy games, there's no easy rounds, there's nothing easy about this. And it's all deserved. It's all hard fought for. If Heretics can't turn up when it matters, there's only one outcome. But the chance is still there. 4 rounds is enough, but it's not a lot. They've got to come out swinging here.
Woot looking to try and take some space as something holds down on Mound alone. And he's the defender that's going to get pressured early on. Still with a gate crash, opens the door. That would be the timing to try to get the fight on him.
Leaving that quite late. And this man's
Nice thing, nice thing, nice thing. Oh,
look at the damage he just took.
Yeah, big headshot.
Oh, Wootnya juga half HP.
Woot
Oh.
always with an option to return back in that direction. This would be so bold to take a peek here on 3 HP.
You just can't. You just can't. You're gonna have to kill up the site. Heretics, they take, I don't say full control, they don't quite have that CT security yet.
Nade, Haunt, Paranoia, so many tools for PaperX to flood.
They're going
Flood?
back in,
Okay,
they want
belum
this
pernah
back.
masuk.
You don't
Okay.
get to take this away
Okay,
from us.
okay,
Divide,
okay.
Loves
Okay,
it.
good.
It's Rien still alive though.
2v3, 2v3 guys.
10 HP. Woot's
Satu
still
low, satu
here,
half HP.
but that spike is deep within control of PaperX. Oh, but a gift from the gods! That man turns around and is back on! Rien's desperate to do it for the boys! But Jing on the other side, a big 1v1 toying with him. But Jing still standing his ground, 2 bullets. More than enough.
Nice!
Bold! Against Woot, against PaperX, a critical round.
The game plan here for PaperX is what
Pattern semua pattern tadi anjing serem banget kok madep belakang anjing.
Massive amounts of utility as the plan, as the push is coming in. It does get very scrappy in
Rien
the final
sih.
moments because Rien makes that insane play, the read to go and push Waterfall. But it's devastating. That's the 8th round in a row here lost for Heretics, and that's how they're going to be thinking about it. Not that PaperX have earned it, but that they have failed to capitalize.
This is devastating stuff for Heretics. Going to be feeling
Oh,
every second
4-1
of this.
Oke.
Probably going to have to suffer through this one as well. Facing 10 rounds
Kayak
against
dia
you more than
di-hit.
likely. Slow down on approach towards B, but a chance. Mini Boo on his own, waiting for that wall to drop.
Nice.
There's no help coming yet, at least.
Nice thing.
There's something
Nice thing,
gonna
nice thing.
lean into the
Gue tahu lu
latter,
bisa.
a little bit of a flash and a little bit
Oke,
of a push.
nice, nice
Sets
flash.
up Forsaken.
Nice, nice. Kelihatan terakhir di sini. Tuh, terakhir tuh kece.
Down on Benji, who is on
1v4.
the run.
Oh, dia bawa Spectre.
A 1v4
Spectre.
needed.
Spectre.
Howard Neal on double his kills here. But he does get past the first. The second, a chance. Oh, he's fighting hard for this. Giving it everything he's got. And a chance again, 2 more bullets falls. PaperX fighting for this. But Heretics not going down without a fight.
Santai, kata dia santai.
Who hasn't really been able to find his value in this match so far. He'll be looking for moments like that to stamp his mark on the game. But as the game stands, as the map stands, down by 6 with 9 rounds in a row,
Okay.
lost here, and PaperX at least with a bad bye. Heretics must win this one. If they have any hope of being able to continue into the Accor Arena, they need this round. Could be a brawl over here on Mound as well. Heretics looking to default in that kind of area.
PaperX looking to be disruptive, looking to do what they do best, get under the skin. The God!
Nice play.
Fantastic stuff
Wan, kita
here.
harus coba itu, Wan. Lu lihat ya, Wasan.
That play, it's one that PaperX runs on their light by round so
Anjing, lu
often.
nggak nonton lu ya.
Heretics in the midst of the chaos forget.
Ada yang nonton kalian.
Remembering though to catch
Udah
the
apa
fire on
itu?
that
Gue lagi
low
nonton.
however. So at least a small bit of silver lining to be had. But it ain't much. That's not bad though. Trying to force Forsaken away.
Benji played for the Orb, Annihilation online, after his great attempt in the Eco previously. But they may need that
Something is
ultimate
in
to be able to get through. 2 Guardians and a rifle on the other side. Something on a very deep
Oh,
line.
B ditinggal.
The flash, by the way, put on the floor from Divide. Not
B-nya?
available for them in this round, but usually they're big key to getting back into retakes.
The impact of that missing now.
Yeah, and no paranoia for Forsaken, so this is going to be a tougher retake than usual on B.
Great for Heretics. They need something like this. Still got to keep these boys quiet, keep them cool. Something getting curious. We saw he was one pushed up towards Rob Ball. Doesn't get the shot he wanted. Benji, good work. Men gonna find a reaction though and start making this feel dangerous. It's a 3v2 suddenly. The ult has got to catch. It's what they needed to maybe make this feel equal, but Rien's now starting to feel pressured against the odds again. Rien's has to go above and beyond here.
Guys, kita dapat bonus guys. Let's go. Ice go. Oh, dia nggak hancur. Oh, anjir tuh.
Excellent.
God,
and
look
the
at that.
push into Riens, who's been again the consistent pillar for Heretics. Forsaken can feel it. This is a complete reversal of what happened to PaperX yesterday. They are in control. They have the momentum. Heretics against the ropes.
Will only take a couple more punches and it might be knockout. Heretics literally back to the wall, but come out swinging. Forsaken still standing though. The master of their disaster in just the previous. They do much more. It's Batman this time. They all want to go at it. Heretics can't breathe right now. It's simply sensational for PaperX. 12 rounds to their name, barely touched.
It's incredible the heights that you can get from both of these teams, but we knew it at the beginning, both capable of those mental collapses too. It's extraordinary that we haven't had more one-sided maps in this series actually, with that being the identity of both squads, but here it's a smackdown. Heretics can't breathe. The pressure, the bright lights, too much, and 4 Guardians. Barely a sniff of hope.
The last chance here for Heretics. Do you want to go down like this? Barely with a whimper. PaperX foot on the throat at this point. Not making it towards side, but in their way, Divide. Been brilliant. Unison with him, not alone, something there. Stands his ground. Gonna be hunted though. Something. So much pressure on him. Miniboo gonna take away Divide. This is not the same sort of start here. Heretics putting everything into this.
PaperX fast on this flank though, gobbling up all of the space behind. So despite the fact they're in a 4v5, plenty of chances to close things out here.
Good. TP back to Boo, trying to find some safety. The map gets smaller. PaperX alive. Heretics cannot breathe. It's all on Booty.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Gue nonton mereka, Cok! Let's go!
Back to back. And a team that look like favorites coming into Champions, into the Accor Arena. A scary team to face in that lower bracket. Could still be on for a Champions trophy.
Let's go!
Unfortunately, more of the same for Heretics, isn't it? Big moments, huge matches. This one feeling like it could have been a grand finals level between the two teams.
Absolutely.
But they fall short in epic fashion once again. They're always on the brink, and yet they can't quite get over the line in big moments like this. It's
Nadia!
devastating for them.
Menang!
It's a hard loss there.
Menang 13-4.
Sometimes that's the most bitter pill to swallow for them. They
Aku nonton PaperX!
Think of next year. Different story, however, for PaperX.
Berarti ini PaperX berarti otomatis top 4, sayang. Maaf ya, sorry aku tadi teriak-teriak. Sorry tadi aku teriak-teriak. Apa?
Biar cepet sembuh, Valor aja.
Oh my god, aku udah gak sanggup.
Shit man, bentar. Oh, gue takut kalau mereka masuk ke lower final ya. Kalau masuk ke lower final gue nggak nonton langsung dong. Gue nonton watch party.
Ya kali nonton lah berarti dapat.
Hah?
Iya nggak?
Iya, dapat sekali nonton pasti. Tapi
You guys have been time now, so you know, why do you think is that, and what made the difference today according to you?
I think like we just understand the way
Suaranya
they play,
kecil.
so when we play against them, we don't really have to adjust that much because like we know what they're
Little.
doing. So yeah, I think that's why.
Kind of used to the gameplay for sure. Donc première question, vous avez été la kryptonite de Hérétique sur les dernières années. Comment ça se fait et qu'est-ce qui a fait la diff aujourd'hui? Eh ben, on sait comment ils jouent. C'est pour ça qu'on n'a pas trop besoin de changer notre jeu ou de s'adapter puisqu'on est assez habitué. Je pense que ça s'est vu aujourd'hui. And my second question, since you've been back on PaperX, we've seen a side of flexibility on your side. You know, we've discovered the Sage, we've discovered the Omen, but will Raze forever be your first love?
Yeah, of course.
Why? Because of the movements? Because of what? Are you built different on Race? Tell us about it.
I mean, for me, I really like playing Race because I think double slashing is really fun. Like you can fly around and it's really fast. So yeah, I think it's my favorite agent and I love playing it.
And you're probably one of the best in the world on this agent for sure. Donc deuxième question, on t'a vu depuis que t'es revenu chez PaperX avoir un aspect un petit peu plus flexible du Omen, de la Sage. Mais est-ce que Race ça restera toujours ton premier amour et pourquoi? Bah ouais, je m'amuse trop.
maman Alex.
Préféré, double satchel dans tous les sens. C'est comme ça que je kiffe jouer au jeu. And last but not least, you know you're gonna be on the big arena.
Mama
So
Alex.
ahead of that, what is the most important between aim routine and skincare routine?
Oh.
Because your mom told me that you were not doing your skincare routine enough. Do you
Bukan,
agree with her?
bukannya
Tell us about that.
King.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
my mom wants me to use like toner and stuff, but sometimes I'm kind of lazy, so I just use facial wash. But maybe since we're going to offer, I will do both aim routine and skincare routine.
Both the combo for the victory. Thank you so much, Jing. Donc,
Mama
troisième
Jing.
question, qu'est-ce qui est le plus important entre l'aim routine
Oh, itu mama di belakang, anjing.
On nous en avait parlé.
Ini.
Des fois, j'ai un petit peu la flemme
Jimatnya
du
mama.
toner, tout ça, mais là, pour
Apa?
l'occasion, vu qu'on fait
Apa di
le top 4, je
belakang
vais
sih,
évidemment faire
anjing?
les deux.
Jimatnya
Thank you so
mamanya.
much, Jing. Congratulations again.
Ganti muka Shell
Ganti
ke Heretics.
Iya, ini lo harus lihat, Wan. Tengok kasih tahu dia nih. Ini mama Jing ya? Mana sih? Ferrari. Dia DP-nya pakai ini, Cok. Ini kan buat menang, ini Mama Jing kah? Shanks satu.
Doa ibu.
Karena apa?
Si anjing dia pakai begini, Cok. Bangsat.
Oh. Oh. Oh, berarti.
Who the fuck is we? Please don't come. When we see you in the arena. Bro thinks he's on the team. Anjing dah orang-orang, Cok. Aku mau
Berarti nanti ada agent baru ya?
Emang iya? Oh iya, kemungkinan besar ada ini di final. Tapi belum ada desas-desus sih, Bob. Biasanya dari sekarang tuh udah ada kayak, oh ntar bakal di reveal misalkan.
Iya, benar juga ya.
Si Andrew nggak main kah? Gak ada seorang ini saya.
Kemarin kita Valo tuh sampai jam 6, jam 5.
Oh.
Jam 6 gitu.
Terus oh iya masih ya. Iya jam 6. Cuman Dia turu.
Sampai sekarang belum bangun kah?
Gak salah. Lu masih live?
Masih? Gue nggak tahu nih mau
live.
Nonton di RX atau nggak. Maksudnya mau live nonton di RX atau nggak.
Positif ibu mah.
Gue pengen dengerin lagu lagi. Stream kali ya? Stream dulu deh. Pasti ada nonton yang ini pakai lagu nih ya. Nih, gue dede. Terima kasih udah nonton. Lu nonton stream gue, Bon. Belum gue tambahin tapi. Oh, wait.
Imagine being able to build.
Kok nggak ada ini? Kok nggak play sini ya tapi? Mana ya lagu yang ending mana ya? Wait. Gue tahu. Lihat ini ya, lo lihat di YouTube kan, Wah, anjir, gila banget. Kalian nonton HyperX anjing, Cok. Ayo mereka menang, Cok. Gue nonton langsung, anjir. Masih gak nyangka lagi. Tapi gue nonton mereka di belakang, gitu kan. Tapi udahlah, gue end stream dulu. Dadah. Dadah semuanya.